Alright, guys. We're officially recording now.
Kangaroos are dicks.
Wow.
Whoa.
Otters are worse.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Why are kangaroos dicks?
Otters are worse.
I don't
Why
know.
are otters
man.
worse?
The 6-foot kangaroo over there drowning niggas in the middle
Yeah,
of
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
But otters are literally fucking sea lions, drowning them and raping them to death.
That's
Otters.
insane.
Otters.
They also
Otters?
pull. They whistle from the shoreline. They whistle from in the water to get dogs to come into the water to drown. Otters are dicks, bro.
Whoa.
They're crazy.
They are,
That is
and it's not
insane.
just like specific. Otters are known to rape. That's their thing. They will
what?
rape you to
Yeah,
death.
man.
Otters?
Some of these creatures out here
I don't know
are
if it's
fucking
otters.
insane.
Feel like I just don't see an otter doing that.
That's part of what it is. Like, and this is something that
Do
I
you know
looked
how
up.
big sea lions are?
I'm saying
said
like otters are
baby.
about the size of a
Baby sea lions,
Shih Tzu.
like baby seals.
Right. Even with dogs, unless they're specifically targeting chihuahuas and baby fucking
Baby
sea lions, are the regular size of a
Why
otter.
the fuck is a sea otter near a sea lion anyways? They're like completely opposite
Different
territories.
ecological
Like, yeah,
systems.
like
I don't make the rules. Otters go where they want to
man.
go.
They're
They
real.
rape.
that's insane.
Otters
If
rape.
you want, you can Google it.
Yeah, I
Hey,
am.
hey,
I
alright.
am.
That's fucking
I'm
insane.
fucking googling otter rape right now.
I'll also put in a video in the chat.
There it is.
Otter
Thank you.
rape. Ma'am, do you know about otter rape, Miss
Whoa.
DoorDash woman?
That's
Right.
What? Well,
Bye.
Fuck you too,
See you
Brendan.
later.
She did exactly what she was supposed
Your services are appreciated.
to do. She did exactly what she
I
was
got
supposed to
it.
do.
Yeah, I did say.
So
leave
so
that door.
here's the first link that pops up. The case against otters. Necrophiliac serial killing fur monsters of the sea.
That is
you
of
already
the
have me
sea?
hooked with that line. They rape baby seals and they hold other pups hostage for food. That is insane. These fuckers are dangerous.
I heard about this.
shit?
My very first thought was that Vic is going to be devastated whenever he hears.
Appreciate
Probably not knowing Vic.
No, 100% knowing Vic, he's going to be devastated.
it. Right, those cute little animals ain't so cute no more.
They're not, bro. They're not. Like,
pretty much
Fuck those
fucking
animals.
and I know what you're talking about with the fucking kangaroo. Literally,
Yeah, they'll stand
it
in
looks
a
cool.
They'll stand in a puddle, a lake or a pond or something.
Right. Yeah.
And
6'2".
just wait for somebody to come by and then
It's-
fucking drown them.
Well, first of all, that's where they go for their best territory of winning. All right, if they feel threatened, they're gonna go into the water, and you're probably gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, look, this kangaroo's in the water," and that dude's thinking like, "Yo, this fucking bipedal human being is coming at me," and he's gonna be like, "Yo, bro, I'm fucking go where I know I can beat your ass," and that is unfortunately in the ponds of Australia.
The ponds of Australia.
The ponds, yes.
The ponds.
I feel like it's just full of shit.
Not to be confused
No, this
with
is a.
the
I
fawns.
don't know what he's talking about.
Right,
going
that's what I'm
Lupin.
talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about, but legitimately, like otters are real dickheads.
What? We switched to kangaroos. Yeah.
Kangaroos are dickheads too.
I feel like kangaroos are perfectly fine in the sense of like they're not trying to do it to anybody.
Yes,
No, they do.
They are. They are
Yeah.
Literally
maliciously
anybody.
trying to kill people.
They don't do it for food.
And there's
I know they don't do it. I thought they do it because out of fear.
No,
because they're like,
they'll just sit there
What
and
does a
wait.
6'2" animal that can break your ribs with a kick have to be scared of?
everything else in Australia.
No, have you seen how
They're
big
like
a
the apex predator. Man.
Have you
They are
seen how-
not the apex
have you seen
predator.
how big a
They're
kangaroo's-
crocodigators.
Have you seen how big a kangaroo's
Dingoes.
claws are?
Are they even considered claws or
Yes,
paws?
they are
claws or
100% claws. See,
100%
He's
claws.
he's being biased, and it's not helping his argument.
I'm not being biased.
That is you think kangaroos are cute as fuck.
I don't think they're ugly.
You think they're cute as fuck. So he's being biased, but they literally have claws.
If that was the case, then I wouldn't be like, oh, otters are sea raping maniacal creatures of the sea. Apparently.
Have you seen a grown kangaroo?
I don't think he has.
They look like they bench 300 pounds.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Are muscles scaring you, sir? Is that why you don't go to the gym
On
anymore?
an animal with a fucking third leg that can jump, use it as a fucking limb.
I've seen pit bulls that look like they could fucking do 1,000 push-ups. You're not telling me shit.
Insane.
I'm not fucking with that either.
I am. If my rule is,
That's
if it
not a
has
claw to
fur,
you?
I feel like I can.
That's not claws to you.
They don't have
100%
The
claws.
kangaroos don't have nail clippers. You can't put that against them. They don't have
I
opposable
don't know
thumbs.
what type of propaganda you're trying to put out there, but this is like we're
Uh-huh.
literally
You're
trying.
putting propaganda out
No,
there
we're
against
making-
kangaroos.
what
That's
we're
not a
doing,
nail.
we're bringing
That's
awareness.
damn near a talent.
You have to bring awareness to shit like this. Like these animals are real.
You know
deal
where they get that
dicks.
from? They get that from their fucking T-Rex ancestors, bro.
Honestly, the only way to beat a kangaroo is to put him in an armbar.
I don't know about that.
You can't take him down. He has a low center of gravity. But his arms are not as strong as the rest of them.
They are buff as fuck.
No, they are not.
Say.
Their arms are the weakest. Like, if there was a weak link on their body, it'd be their arms.
It'd be their arms and their arm. They're
Only
known for
compared to the
boxing.
rest
No,
of
they're
their
not.
body.
No, they're not. That is a cartoonish depiction of kangaroos, bro. That's not really what they're known for.
Cartoons imitate life.
No, they don't. No, they do not.
I feel like they do because I once had a chicken come up and tell me, "Hey, boy, what you doing there, son?"
I said.
I've also never seen a coyote talk, so I feel like that's pretty accurate as well. But in terms of kangaroo anatomy, their arms are weakest compared to the rest of their body.
Facts.
But that does not
But
mean they are weak.
They are not, exactly.
I'm saying, no, do y'all not know how it works to exploit a weakness? We're saying that you have, like, the weakest part of them is, you're not going to do it with their legs. You're not going to do it with their tail. You're not going to be able to put them in a headlock.
I'm not putting a kangaroo in a fucking figure 4 or leg lock either, though. So like,
you don't have it. I'm saying your best bet against a kangaroo
take off its tail like a Vegeta.
is to put in an armbar. It has to be.
I feel like their
That's
necks
the
are
weakest
also
link of their
too
body.
small to like put in a chokehold for some reason.
They'll slip out.
I feel like as long as you put a plastic bag over their head, you'll be fine.
Wow.
I think that's really the weakness we should be going for. Their eyesight. Take out their eyes. There we go.
Huh.
How about that? Throw a flash grenade. They won't see it coming.
The idea of a boxing kangaroo originates from the animal's defensive behavior, in which it will use its smaller forelegs, its arms, to hold an attacker in place while using the claws on its larger hand legs to try to kick, slash, or disembowel them.
Now, you said forearms and then hand legs.
I said forelegs.
You did say forelegs and then hand arms.
Hind legs.
He's a fucking dumbass.
The stance gives the impression that the kangaroo appears to be boxing with its attacker. But it's not. They're not boxing. Their biggest weapon is their feet.
Yeah, we didn't deny that at all.
Yeah, I
Their
never
biggest
said that
weapon is
wasn't their
definitely
biggest
their
weapon.
feet.
I'm saying if you want to beat them, do it in an
Kicking.
But
armbar.
your thing was their arms are weak.
Right.
Out of relatively speaking, their arms are weak.
Relatively speaking to their lower legs, but relatively speaking to somebody else
you
that is
think
not a
that you're not
kangaroo.
stronger than a kangaroo with
Their
your
arms are probably as strong as a regular weightlifter's arms.
I don't know about a regular weightlifter.
Yeah. I'm not talking
They're definitely
yeah.
on par with a human.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Huh.
I feel like the average human,
Yeah, the average human.
because I feel
If they
like
can hold somebody down underwater and drown him, yeah.
that's all about leverage, bro. And I feel like you just because they catch you off guard. In a straight up test,
I don't think I'm being caught off guard if I walk up to a kangaroo in a pond.
Well, that's because
That's
you know.
ominous as fuck.
No, hear me out.
Wow.
You know better. He would die in this instance.
I don't think I would die.
Yes, you.
I feel like I
look at him.
portray-
He's adorable. I want to go over there and talk to him. It does not end without you interacting with this animal and this animal not wanting to fuck with you.
That's because the animal would realize that I'm not a threat.
See, the Caucasian in him,
He
bro.
would be like, "Hey, bro, I get you. You just want to come in for a hug." And I'm like, "I do, Mr. Kangaroo Man. Please let me hug you." And he'd be like, beep, beep, beep. "Yes, sir."
do, Mr. Kangaroo Man.
By the way, guys, this is Sunday with the boys.
What the fuck? This
I don't
dude.
think we ever did the introduction.
I really don't think we did either, but
We literally started with the phrase "kangaroos are dicks."
Bruh, you telling me
he started with
That
the
this
phrase
nigga is
kangaroos
weak?
are dicks.
That's one kangaroo.
Nah, bro, that's like pretty much every.
No,
kangaroo
it is
out there.
not. That is literally the only kangaroo I've seen like that. Every other kangaroo I've seen has thin arms.
I don't know about thin arms. You might be looking at baby kangaroos.
Like here, why are kangaroos so jacked? Also, how did they get jacked?
Because kangaroo jack.
Are kangaroos dangerous to humans? Why are kangaroos so strong? Mike Tyson offered a zookeeper $10,000 to punch a gorilla in the face in the late 80s. Would Mike Tyson have a chance? I need to read this.
Mike Tyson.
This is hilarious.
That was back when he was doing drugs.
Huh.
Before the
still
toe.
He was doing drugs?
He was
doing
doing hard drugs.
He was the most prolific boxer in the 80s, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, when cocaine was rampant.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Looking ass
munch,
nigga.
munch,
I tried to
munch.
move away from it.
That's funny.
He's reading the article about whether or not Mike Tyson could beat a kangaroo in a fight.
Oh, this guy.
gorilla.
No, actually, I'm still stuck on the how much does a kangaroo, like their upper body.
How have you
how strong
ever been
are they?
able to quantify that? Yeah, do they went into the zoo like, yeah, lift this up? I wouldn't do it.
Absolutely.
You are giving kangaroos too much credit and not enough credit at the same time. It's weird.
I feel like you're just trying to fucking discredit them entirely.
I am the only one that came with facts. You are literally basing this off of your personal bias.
No, I'm basing this off of your ignorance of fucking kangaroo strength.
Give me an example of kangaroo strength.
Give me any.
Like, I want to see a video of a kangaroo being strong. That's what I want to see now. Because you haven't given me an example of a kangaroo being strong. I have nothing to base it off of.
What the fuck do y'all have going on? Oh, okay, yeah.
Watching a kangaroo crush a metal tin with his arms.
Let me see it. That's what I'm saying. Let me see it. Like, if you can give me facts, I'll change my stance. But if you're not giving me facts and you just giving me teddy tidbits, I'm not listening to it.
All right.
That's a 200-pound ribbed kangaroo. That is not the average kangaroo.
Actually, the average kangaroo does weigh about 200 pounds.
Yeah, both these kangaroos is swole as fuck, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Red kangaroo, 100 pounds. Eastern gray kangaroo, 110 to 150 pounds. Antilopian kangaroo, 85 pounds. Western gray kangaroo, 56 pounds. So speaking about this whole Gina Carano thing,
Find out next week if Lucas can beat a kangaroo.
Right.
we're going to get one. I'm going to fuck his ass up. My tactic of arm. It's all about leverage, bro. Hell, the kangaroo can be stronger than me, but it's all about leverage.
How tall is a kangaroo usually?
They have a difference in height.
Ah, yes, it's all about leverage. You know what you need to do? You need to find out what that kangaroo does in his free time. That way you can blackmail him.
I'm not trying to blackmail a kangaroo.
Put the leverage above
With-
him.
but with this
you
whole-
want to go on that pond? That's cool. You can go on that pond, but I know what you do for a living, sir. You're not slick, Mr. Kangaroo Man. All I want is a hug. And if you don't hug me, I'll blackmail you. Because I have leverage.
Isn't that? I think that it doesn't apply to a kangaroo because they don't have a sense of legal standing, but that's illegal. Like, you're sexually trying to exploit a kangaroo?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to what? Exploit a kangaroo?
Sexually?
I'm not trying to sexually exploit a kangaroo.
Well, you're
at
trying to force
all.
yourself on a kangaroo.
I'm not trying to force myself.
You
on
want
it.
the kangaroo to
I want
hug
the-
you, or if the kangaroo
right.
does not hug you, you're going to blackmail it.
That's not sexual at all. Hug is not
Physical.
sexual.
It is physical.
physical.
My apologies. I forgot. This is a group I can't misspeak ever. Yeah, you 100% are trying to physically accost a kangaroo, and that's you're trying to force yourself on a kangaroo.
See, I don't think it's an accostant at all.
You don't get to make that decision. If it's not consensual, it's non-consensual. A kangaroo can't give consent.
If it's not consensual, it's not consensual. It's crazy.
But a kangaroo at the same time can't say no.
Which sounds like rape, bro. This doesn't sound good.
Does that make all dogs and cats that are pets slaves?
And like I'd like to
Loki?
still. I'm not. I'm
It's-
still not accosting the kangaroo.
I'm saying in the sense of you said either let me hug you, or I'm gonna blackmail you.
Right.
If that was a human thing, you'd be in jail.
Not for accosting.
Moving on, because we could stay on this the whole time. Did y'all know that Gina Carano is actually working with Ben Shapiro?
I don't know who Ben Shapiro is.
Yes, you do.
Either
Yes,
of these
you
people.
Ben
do.
Shabibo.
I
you know-
probably do.
Yeah, the nigga,
Fuck Ben Shapiro.
the
I hate Ben
dude,
Shapiro.
about the whole dry pussy shit. He ain't never dealt with a wet pussy ever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
so like one of the most conservative people on the planet.
yeah.
So he's looking him and his website, the Daily Wire, is looking to give Gina Carano a platform to do whatever the hell she wants to do. Because what they're saying is the radical left, the Hollywood left, has overreacted, and we're no longer allowed to have a free, an expression of our own speech,
I see.
which is still complete and utter bullshit.
I agree. It is complete and utter bullshit. I feel like they may have overreacted a little bit because it's not like she was saying.
No.
It's not like she was saying anything bad about like what she said in terms of the way that Nazis, or it wasn't just Nazis, it was also neighbors and doctors or whatever that treated the Jewish people that they were treated, and trying to compare that to how people vilify people for their political opinions is stupid and dumb and a fucking dumb analogy to make.
Doesn't even make
However,
sense.
it's not like she was saying like, fuck these Jewish people, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was just a dumb analogy to make to begin with.
It's not necessarily just that. That's the issue. Like, that one is one phrase that I don't take umbrage with. It's just like, I know what she was trying to say, but that still doesn't take away everything else that she said up until this point. Like, for them to fire her. Remember, they didn't fire her initially with all the other things that she said.
I didn't know there were other things that she said.
What else did she say?
I'm talking about in regards to the masks thing, in regards to the denouncing trans people.
I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you, but you were telling me no, that is not what it was, and I'm like, yes, it is.
She put in her bio beep boop beep because she's like, I don't think that I shouldn't have to put my pronouns in, which is 100%. Don't force it on somebody. Cool, but you're not, by not willing to acknowledge it, you're doing no better than just standing idly by while bad shit happens to these people.
Fair enough.
In the mask thing, because like, I don't care about any of that shit. There is such a thing as a bad opinion. I don't give a fuck if it's a good opinion. If your opinion, my opinion. This is a bad opinion. Your opinion is terrible. Same thing with Shorty, who we were talking about, that the one that posted a picture of her in a gun, but she wants to be a doctor. And I thought about it. Okay, cool. Maybe what she does in her personal life shouldn't affect what she does in her professional life. But what about the other comments that I just found out that she's been making about how COVID's a hoax?
As a doctor, she's an idiot for that. Yes,
and
1,000%.
Saying that the best cure to COVID is chewing crushed garlic.
Huh?
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, she didn't give a reason. She's just saying that because she knows more. That's literally what she's basing it off of. I know more than you guys because I'm in school to be. First of all, she's in school to be.
COVID's not a disease. That's why, Marcus.
She's in school to be
It's a vampirism.
It is. Tiny, small, microscopic vampires invade your bloodstream and just suck off the blood cells. And that's why you have to chew crushed garlic.
I think Lucas was on to something, guys.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to fuck with Marcus.
I gotta do better about that. It's one thing, just like everything that she's done, like everything that she's been posting, everything that she's been saying is just like, because I see what you were saying, is just like, well, why should that have any bearing on it? But to a certain extent, it should. I don't want a doctor. When you're not a doctor, first and foremost, she's in school to be like a chemist, like a biochemist, and she's saying I'm a scientist, which is basically a doctor. That's the verbatim what she said, which is why her opinion mattered more about how COVID's a hoax.
You can have a doctorate, and that would still make you a doctor, but she doesn't have a doctorate, therefore she's not a doctor. She is a scientist. If she's going to school,
it's kind of the same thing as going to school to be a dentist. You can have a doctorate and that you're still not considered a doctor. Crazily enough, they don't consider dentists doctors.
My dentist is a doctor.
The general consensus is that they're not doctors.
I'm just saying it says
like,
Dr. Oshihi on it.
Yeah, ask them how they get treated in their friends group with other doctors. They're the lowest of the totem pole, which is crazy. It shouldn't be that way. But for someone to sit there and say that she wants to be a healthcare provider, I don't think that you can be I wouldn't listen to anything you're telling me if this is what you're saying. Like, this is what I use to treat my patients. You don't have patients, you're still in school. Secondly, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you're fucking stupid. But even with the whole Gina Carano thing, like, she's stupid too. You have a responsibility as a celebrity to use the platform that you have to educate. She was also denouncing election results. The minute I hear that people are denouncing election results, I'm not listening to anything else that they're saying.
I also just feel like Gina Carano doesn't have the acting chops to really be in anything anyways.
It has less to do with her acting chops and just more to do with her star power.
Right, I know. But that's all I'm saying. She's perfectly a typecast of strong female woman. But that's it. Like, her acting in general isn't that good.
But I don't think that should be a benchmark that we hold on. She shouldn't, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But at the same time, it's like, I'm saying that she's one of the people that I feel like shouldn't have been put in the position that she's in.
Right. Because her acting sucks.
No, not because that doesn't mean shit. That does not mean shit. Gina Carano is in the position that she is in because she was the most prolific female MMA fighter ever. She literally was the most trailblazing MMA. She was the first person to fight in an MMA fight. She was the first person to garner widespread MMA success in general, male or female. She kind of trailblazed in that regard. Then when it came down to it, she was bringing people, casual audiences, into what she was doing. She was a trailblazer. And then, again, you should look at someone like that like, damn, this person's fucking dope. This person has a lot to offer. But when everything out of your mouth is literally hate speech. One, I don't give a fuck You cannot compare anything to the Holocaust.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Especially not being, because one, fuck that. Conservatives have shitty opinions. I'm gonna be real. The fact that you feel like you should be able to tell a woman whether or not she should be able to have an abortion or not, shitty.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you feel like you should be able to tell whether or not what someone else does in their own room, in their own house, shitty. The fact that you tell me I shouldn't be able to have access to my own money because I don't know how I would spend it, shitty. The fact that it's people who are being racist aren't being racist, they're just expressing themselves, and we're stifling that. That's literally what they're saying. You're not letting me be racist. You're not letting me be hurtful. You're not letting me be hateful, and that's fucked up. What happened to America?
America was built on
The backs of slaves.
Well, yeah, and then that's something that we had talked about too, because whenever we first brought up the whole Gina Carano thing, it was kind of like America's shifting towards this way of not allowing freedom of speech, and I was like, no, you have freedom of speech. You're just not freedom from the repercussion of saying stupid things. That's really all it is. So, like the whole like Morgan Wallen,
Yeah.
that dude, yeah. So like, you know what I'm saying? You had a video that popped out, and you called your neighbor whenever you were drunk the N-word.
Who wasn't even black.
Right. So you're free to say that. You're more than welcome to say that at any point in time. But also at that same point in time, you need to realize that you're a celebrity and you're going to be held to that higher standard. And if your fans don't want to fucking support you anymore, and your label doesn't want to support you anymore because you want to be stupid and say dumb things like that and your free speech, then that's just what it is. Maybe you can find a different label. Maybe you'll still have diehard fans who will still listen to your music. But at the same time, the general population who will not stand up for those things anymore simply aren't. That's what it really comes down to. And also, I'm loving the fact that fucking Congress is... They haven't done anything major with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like, they haven't removed her out of Congress yet. But the fact that they're limiting what she can do is somewhat a good step. Can't wait for her to get, like, completely removed, though. That bitch is super racist.
Did you know the argument... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But the whole freedom of speech thing... there is a counter argument to it, and it's something that's crazy. The phrase "them's fighting words," which pretty much speaks to the whole you are allowed to express yourself freely, 100%.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry to cut you off. Can somebody just download Podbean for me real quick? I really want to see if this mess is actually working. I have it connected just so we can bullshit try it, you know, like, so the mic sound, and it says that we're recording and it says that we're live, so I just want to know, like, can somebody just download Podbean real quick?
Is that why you haven't been contributing to the podcast?
Yes.
We need you to contribute more. You need to be a bigger part of it.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do things over here for us guys.
But, yeah, no, the whole them's fighting words, that stems from that.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you have the complete freedom to say whatever you want, unless it incites hateful reactions, public outcry, and stuff like that. And it's the same shit with the same. I think it's all hate based. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Republicans on the whole. Well, you know, Democrats were the ones that were really against slavery. It's like, yeah, but y'all don't know that y'all changed political platforms in the '60s.
Right.
That's when it was a change. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't. You only keep the parts of the narrative that fit your story. Mm-hmm. You're not willing to acknowledge everything, which is what I would do. I don't give a fuck if you're a Democratic or a Republican. I need to know what you're going to do for me.
Right. That's
there is no middle class.
It's just America.
Dead that. There's no middle. No, there's never been middle class. Middle class is just a way to make poor people feel not as poor.
That's crazy.
So, question. What's our name on Podbean?
I want to say it's Sunday with the Boys.
I want to say it's not.
Sundays never feel better?
Nope.
It's one of those.
Sunday?
I think it's all one word. If I'm looking at this correctly, it would be Sundays never felt better. All one word. If I'm looking at this correctly.
But yeah.
Nothing.
Alright, well. Something, but...
Marjorie Taylor Greene, she got removed from the committees, right?
Yeah, she got removed from the committees.
I don't know, I mean... What we're really removing her do at this point?
It would let people know that there's a standard that we're going to hold them up to, and we're not going to deal with that type of bullshit. And I feel like that's the way that we're slowly getting to. It's unfortunately, like I said, very slowly. But just like the same thing of, you know, what is impeaching Trump going to do outside of making sure he doesn't run again in 2024? It's going to let us know. And I think this is also kind of stupid because this is what Bernie Sanders has said, is that it's going to let people know that we won't stand for it. And it's like, you're 4 years too late for that, though, buddy.
I think what it really is, they're holding him accountable.
Right, but
like at this point now, like with this type of shit, it's kind of the type of thing where like it's better to go into prepared. You do know that the people who are going into this are people who have literally waited for this day since the first one, since before the first one. So they're trying to like him getting elected in of itself is a fallacy of the nation. The nation is bullshit, but at the same time, he needed to be elected. I honestly, and I get looked at crazy when I feel like Trump needed to be president.
He exposed a lot of.
He exposed, yeah.
One thing he didn't expose,
the way that things really were.
One thing he did not expose at all was the fact that he's a figurehead. I don't know why everyone acted like that was news. That was brand new news when we literally have been told that our whole life, that the president is just in place to be in place. Yeah. But then he started using the power that he wasn't supposed to be using in a bad way. He was abusing his power.
Facts.
He was creating. There was so many more people that were attacked or victimized as a direct result of his administration, just because he was in office, because of all the deep-seated problems that we have in this nation that aren't being addressed. You can change the street to Malcolm X Boulevard. That doesn't change a fucking thing about what's really going on with everybody here. I don't give a fuck about any of that. Oh, we're gonna put Harriet Tubman in the $20 bill. Can you stop killing black people?
Right.
Well, can y'all stop killing each other? Fuck y'all. Y'all do it. Why can't we? That's literally the stance that they take with it.
But yeah, so what I was saying though is that if you're looking at it in terms of holding Trump accountable, if I was to be some racist bigot who wanted to be president and to take the same road that Donald Trump took, and to say, you know, we're going to make America great again, or anything like that, and then I get elected, and then I have a full 4-year term, and I fuck up as much as possible, and then afterwards I get impeached, yeah, that's not really an L in my opinion, because I have now accomplished at what I was trying to do.
So what about the prison time that he might serve?
He's not serving prison time.
As of yet.
Yeah, that is 100% a possibility, because it's not just a slap on the wrist for him not being it's really not just that he can't run again. There's literally long-standing repercussions for what's happening to him. It's affecting him financially, it's affecting him in a social standpoint, and it's going to affect him for the rest of his life, and it's going to affect future generations of Trump, his kids and all that shit. He's completely fucked, bro.
They're like, he lost his contract with the PGA Tour that was supposed to be held at his little golf course.
Mar-a-Lago. He's also losing his Mar-a-Lago residence. He's losing that shit.
A lot of banks aren't fucking with him no more because
literally he is in the point where it's more so along the lines of you have to make an example of him, an example out of him in this way. Yeah. There's no other way to really do it. Granted, should it have happened before the riot?
Definitely.
Would have had the same weight. Because you know what the thing is? We know what people would have said at that point? If they did it before? Well, what's the worst could have happened? What's the worst that he's done? People died in that riot.
Yeah, and he's probably still not even going to be fucking impeached.
Probably not.
So it is recording it, huh? Okay, nice.
All right, he is 100. I think he's going to be impeached. This trial's lasting way too long.
Yeah, that's what I'm finna do. I just wanted to see if it worked. So yeah, I did get it to work, guys.
But
we're gonna give it I'm just gonna post it to my Facebook and just see who decides to join. Right. See what's up.
So the impeachment though is something that is still going on, and I just don't know for sure if anything is going to be done. Yeah. Right, because they're Lindsey Graham has a prominent voice in Congress. It's a stupid fucking voice, and he's an idiot, but he has a prominent fucking voice. All right, most Republicans, and it's also stupid because you got Lindsey Graham, Ted Cruz, those are the jurors, people who have been known to be literal fucking bootlicking Trump supporters, are the ones who are now voting if Trump gets impeached or not.
Right. He's not getting impeached.
That's what I said.
They just voted to not impeach him.
Bam.
Wow.
Bam.
Speak of.
Right. It's fucking ridiculous. After the known incitement of the whole fucking insurrection.
The rallies were
Everything like-
protected by his constitutional right to free speech, and he was not given due process in the proceedings.
So no, is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
okay.
This
The
is- the
last
U.S.
year,
Senate-
This man has been preaching domestic terrorism.
the U.S.
Domestic
Senate
terrorism is a
acquitted
motherfucker. Yeah.
The U.S. Senate what?
the U.S. Senate acquitted Donald Trump on Saturday in his second impeachment trial in a year, with fellow Republicans blocking conviction over the former president's role in the deadly assault by his supporters on the U.S. Capitol.
Whoa.
It's also crazy because you have those same people who went to jail and said, we did this because Trump told us.
Yeah.
Because he's white.
Yeah, he's white and he's rich.
Yeah, man.
I don't even know if he's rich.
Nah, well, he's not
He's
rich.
still rich.
But his family is rich.
He's something. I'll put it that way.
I
Didn't
can't
Trump-
afford to go live in Mar-a-Lago, so he's rich.
Yeah, I guess.
Corrupt business practices to do that for you each time.
Mm-hmm.
But
He probably made money off of all those pardons that he was fucking selling to people.
Oh shit.
you know what he was doing? All the donations that they had made towards
Yeah.
him, he was
Pocketed it.
keeping them in his pocket. That was all him.
Yeah,
He took
all
that
of that,
money.
all of that. Oh, let's help steal back the vote donation shit. You know, yep. He took that money.
That
He was also taking money from his charity donations from before that.
Fact.
From even
Someone
whenever he
said-
was running the first time, 2015. Like, yeah.
Someone said that it could be between a bowl of free ice cream and a kick to the head, and the vote would still be 49-51 in the state of Florida.
Jesus Christ.
I can't even fucking argue that. 1,000%.
I
That's
spend
fucking
so much
insane.
time looking at I see all this shit because one is just something to talk about, and it's just like to be educated. I don't ever want to come to a place of not having the information, not speak. Like, I don't want to speak incorrectly like they do all the time. But at the same fucking time, bro, it's to the point where like I don't even want to be on social media no more.
Man, I had
Yeah.
to take a break.
Like I don't want to be on
A
Facebook.
very long break, sir.
Like I'm tired of. There's so many things that are getting on my nerves. Just being on Facebook, just seeing the shit on Facebook. It's the people who are doing the stupid shit, people who are denouncing the people doing stupid shit, and then the people who are ironically doing the stupid shit as a way to highlight how stupid the shit that they're doing is. But it's just a whole bunch of people doing stupid shit to a screen.
Yeah, man, that's the internet, though, man. Everybody wants to chase that clout, and you do that by doing stupid shit or saying stupid shit or
Right.
being stupid.
Also with the internet, like even though your face is still out there, like, you know, people on TikTok or anything like that, you still get that feeling of security because nobody's there to directly fucking knock you out if you say some shit.
It's just the
Like-
cowards are given another avenue to be bold with.
Yeah.
That's how it always boils down to it. I can say whatever the fuck I want behind the screen because you're not going to be able to find me.
Right. You out there in fucking Wisconsin are going to come all the way to here. That's what we need. We need to get rich enough to where we can just hire people to go fuck up.
We need like an A
racist.
team that we can just send on mission.
You're
Just
literally
fuck-
you guys talk about having a group of mercenaries to fight racism.
To fight racism. See, it's all for a good cause. I'm
I'm just saying.
glad we're here.
It's all for a good cause.
Low-key doesn't
racism
not
and
feel
social
like
injustices.
the Black Panther Party, which gives a good segue into the next part, the Judas and the Black Messiah. Did you watch it?
No, I have not.
No.
It is really good. It is really good.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed
I
it.
enjoyed
I've seen
fuck-
I've seen some people. There's another thing that pissed me off. And I didn't mean to cut you off. I saw some people posting about it, like, look at Hollywood's failed attempt at understanding what the black people went through. It's like, do you know who the fuck made this movie?
Ryan
Do you
Coogler.
know who the fuck did all this? Did you watch it?
No, I didn't.
No, not you. I'm talking about people who are saying shit like this. Like, y'all niggas are really just going into this like, man, fuck this. Like, psh, they're never gonna get it right. Yo, that movie was powerful.
That movie was really great, and I think Homeboy is going to get an Oscar for
Daniel.
it. He was really...
Kaluuya?
Yeah, fucking God, I wish I could say his last name, but
I want to say Kalula every time.
I really feel like... Because, like, his acting the entire time was fucking spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he really... It wasn't like, oh, yeah, I've seen this dude in multiple things. Like, I kind of got that feel from Lakeith, where it's like, oh, it's Lakeith being Lakeith, you know? Like, I know who he is, and, yeah, I can see that he's acting, and I really get that feeling from Daniel. We're on a first-name basis.
I see that.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Yes. I also feel like that movie also had a undertone to it that was not the same as the Panthers' main motive, but I also don't know because, of course, I was fucking born in 91 and don't know shit about the Panthers as a white man because they don't teach you that in high school.
They don't.
But I feel like they were using this moment to also just talk about how capitalism is a fucked up society. Which may still, like I said, been a thing that the Panthers did talk about whenever they were relevant, but I just don't know because America's education system doesn't want you to know.
No, they only want you to know.
They want you to know the Pythagorean theorem.
It was a subtle nod to something that literally fucked the inner city for a long time. And it's like, because the biggest narrative to take away from it is how corrupt the Chicago police were at that time. Like how corrupt the highest people up were.
Right.
Like who all really was in this situation against them. Like it got to a point, because like the Black Panthers were literally on the same shit, just like, look, we need to be protected. You are not protecting us. You are literally killing us at every turn you guys get, and then you just throw some drugs on us and call it a day. You're saying that we're terrorists. We're a violent organization. All we do is incite greed and anger and mistrust. When the Black Panther, what he was saying was, this time, things what he was saying, that wasn't just movie bullshit. They literally were feeding 3,000 children a week. They were cleaning up the communities. Like, if Fred Hampton had achieved his goal, there would be a completely different area. It'd be a completely different era. But again, history is dictated by the winners. So that's the stories that we hear about. Like, everything that they were doing, it was like they were volunteering at soup kitchens. There were no drugs. They were nope, we're not doing drugs. We're not doing that. And it made me really realize about the crack epidemic. How there was such a big, like, yo, Uncle Sam, whatever the fuck, introduced crack into black communities to keep them down. Man, that's just some conspiracy. No, that's legitimately what happened. These men owned businesses. These men, it wasn't no LLC shit. It wasn't
Same thing
no
with cocaine too. The whole CIA
crack,
cocaine.
That's what I meant.
Crack is the portion of cocaine. I'm just saying, like, the same thing with cocaine as well. Like the TV show Snowfall goes into details about that, about how the CIA was really behind on that shit coming in as well. And like, these aren't just TV shows. These are media, and Hollywood only imitate what happens in real life.
To an extent.
Yeah, of course, because Thor's not out here fucking people
It's
up.
not a sensation. It's not a sensationalization. Like, as much as people think it is, because art imitates life, which is what it seems to be the general comment. Everyone is, well, it has to be based somewhere. This is just media in general. It's just like, these movies are supposed to make you uncomfortable. It's not just supposed to be something you watch, binge, and just talk. Just, oh my god, that shit was so crazy. Like, oh my god, I can't wait for the next episode of Narcos. It's like, it's highlighting it to a whole new audience of people who would never have understood and never would have seen it. It's really bringing to bear that type of situation, the shit that happened. Because what happens, like, what kind of happens with shit like that, is they even put real excerpts of what happened. Like, look, this is what happened. They did this. They killed this man. They did that. Like, because it's not a secret what happened to Fred Hampton.
No, not at all.
It wasn't a secret. Like, the Black Panther Party had the most noble intentions to begin with, but it threatened the way of life for
White America.
Basically.
And we all know what white America does whenever they feel threatened.
The greatest weapon is the people. And that's something that we really, like, it's crazy, because, like, you could watch something that wasn't super politically charged in its message. Right. Or something that, you can see something like that was just common to, like, go back and watch the episodes of fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when they profiled Carlton. Family Matters, where they profiled Carl Winslow's kid. Like, go back and watch that shit. And it's like, the things that they're saying could be taken out of that and put directly to what we're talking about today. The things that are being dealt with today. And it would be just as relevant now as it was then.
The thing that sucks, though, is I feel like these movies and these shows were never really reaching the people that they need to. They're reaching the people who are aware of it.
Correct.
And maybe some people who were not so aware of it, but were still somewhat had an idea of it. Like, this isn't reaching the people in the middle of fucking Nebraska who are heartfelt racist. You know what I'm saying? These hardcore fucking stars and bars people are not watching Judas and the Black Messiah.
BT dubs.
I
saw the Confederate flag flying again.
It is flying again.
They 100% put that shit back up.
Oh, you talking about the one right there on 92? Or you?
75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that one.
Yeah, they put that shit back up.
Wow.
I saw it today and I was like, what the fuck?
They took it down during the George Floyd thing.
They took it down before that.
Oh, was it before that?
Yeah, that was a lot of shit.
Oh, no, wait. No. So they did have the big one up, and then people kept fucking with that. They took it down, and then they put up a different one that still had the stars and bars, but it wasn't the same
No, the
Confederate
big
flag.
one is
So
back
now
up.
it's the big giant
the
Confederate
only
flag.
flag that's up there is the stars and
Fuck,
bars.
I hate Florida.
Yeah, the big one is back up.
Florida ain't shit, but an uppity
I seen that
bitch.
shit going on Friday, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw it today, like coming here, and I was like, what the fuck?
But so back to what I was saying though, it's like back in the day, the people who watched Family Matters, Sanford and Son, they're not the white people in suburbia,
black people.
right?
Yeah.
You know, and all you're pretty much doing at that point in time is saying that yes, us here in Hollywood recognize what you're going through, and we're going to go ahead and portray it, but it's not reaching the main people that it needs to reach, and that is an unfortunate, sad thing.
But so it kind of and it becomes a thing of like today in today's society, like what can be done to bring awareness to someone who doesn't want to be made aware?
You can't, man.
That's a defeatist mentality, though.
Easily put that shit on fucking TLC. You want to go ahead and watch Chip and Joanna Gaines rebuild a house? That's nice. Put a little expert in there about, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and rebuild homes in the inner city communities.
TLC?
Yeah, TLC.
You know with your whole heart, if you were to put a BLM thing on CMT, these motherfuckers would riot.
I didn't say CMT.
No.
Now we're going
I'm saying,
too far, sir.
No, that's what. Do that. Let's do that. Let's take it that far.
Definitely.
Because it's just like, again, I said this to people, bro. Because one of my favorite things to do on Twitter before I was no longer allowed to be on Twitter was to argue with people about this shit. Just to get into the nitty gritty with people about this shit. Like, look, like you're telling me something that. What are you looking for? It's better end with you contributing more to this conversation.
Yeah, man. Contributing myself to this conversation, yes.
Because it's like, I want everyone to be as uncomfortable as possible. I don't want, because people are like, well, we can't really talk about that type of stuff. It clearly creates a lot of different things, and it's an uncomfortable conversation. It's like, I'm sorry, just in the same way that you don't want to tell your kid that people be fucking.
I think this
My
is
people
also
be killed.
a crazy thing as well as not to shy away from the racist or the racism thing or anything like that, but also just general acceptance for like LGBT people. Like the whole phrase of like, oh, little kids don't need to know that they're gay people. Like, no, they do because those people exist. It's not like they're not around.
It's literally like the whole like people like, look, I'm seeing me being like, beforehand I was alone. Beforehand I was by myself.
Representation.
I didn't have nothing to base it off of. I had like shit growing up. Like, I don't know how many people actually can relate to the shit that we had to deal with when we would sit there and play these same games that these other people would play. When we had to choose between 3 different skin tones, and none of them were ours.
No.
Like me, you, and him are all 3 different shades of black.
You get some random color before you
get
bro. Blue or gray or something.
Yeah,
You get some dark color that's not black at all.
The brown that it is just like, this isn't me. This isn't like. But meanwhile, boy, can you not? Isn't there not 7 different shades of alabaster to choose from? You know what I'm saying? Apricot Americans, you can do all of that shit.
I would like to point that out, that I don't know about choosing a black character, of course, the different shades of browns and whatever, but it was nice whenever they started adding in different shades of white as well. I would just like to go ahead and I'm not trying to say I relate or anything like that, but I understand because slightly, you know what I'm saying? It was nice to choose porcelain instead of alabaster.
Like these 3 hairstyles, it would either be long unruly dreads, short ass dreads, or it would be cornrows or braids. There were so many games that was our only representation.
You get afro, mid afro, and then cornrows.
Yeah,
afro, mid afro.
Dead ass.
It was like mid afro.
Buzz cut was the androgynous haircut, or not androgynous, but
racially androgynous.
Racially androgynous haircut. Then you have the afro, big afro.
Cornrows
or some ugly ass looking dreads.
That's what I said, unruly ass dreads. Like, we didn't have none of that shit. And then for us, it's just like, fuck, man. Like, but God forbid you don't have the little villain twirly ass mustache and shit. You don't have the Chad this way.
Right.
You don't have all of that shit. It's literally just like so much like. And that's the thing. It's just like, cause like whenever I hear people talk about like, oh, I was never oppressed. I don't know what it's like to have privilege. I don't get that conversation. It's like, I don't have that privilege. I grew up poor. the fact that you think it's only a societal, like it's only a money thing, is indicative of your privilege. Like that's 100%. You know the reason why I started stealing from places?
Cause you were hungry.
Fuck the price inflation on Reese's.
Cause you were hungry.
I was hungry and they accused me of doing it anyway.
True.
I'd rather justify
Your block
this.
of cheese is mine.
I'd rather justify this shit and actually be able to eat than sit here and try to be like nigga. Being the bigger person always made me go hungry. What the fuck you mean? Like, if you think I'm the deplorable savage, let me do that for you real quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like then again, it comes to the whole people. Whenever anyone talks to me, bro, it's always the same shit. The people who have never talked to me, people who will like only see me from a distance. Whenever they actually speak to me, it's always like, dude, who the fuck taught you how to talk how you do? My answer is, who the fuck was supposed to? I did this. I educated myself. I learned. I got all of this stuff. Like, I'm articulate. No,
right.
I'm also ignorant as fuck. But that's just my personal thing. But like, even when I was talking to like our boss and shit, and she was like, "Oh, look at you with your customer service voice." Yeah, my white voice. We all know it's the same thing. It's the same thing to everybody that's not white.
It's a code switch.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be because my normal way of inflection, the normal way that I speak,
Wouldn't make you feel comfortable.
Exactly.
apparently, right?
Right.
This is why I speak like this, so that you can feel comfortable and you can comprehend the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Yes, I'm quite articulate. Yes,
Then you see,
Face ass.
then you see all of this other stuff that we have, the tattoos that we have, the fact that dreads are considered an unprofessional hairstyle.
Crazy.
That's racist as fuck.
It's
Right.
100%. If it's not, what they don't get is just because it's not blatant, I hate you because you're black. It's literally.
It's like you're looking at her hair and you're just like, that shit is ugly.
Someone said some shit about Tom Brady being the GOAT. It's like, is he not the most prolific like sports performer of all time?
Simone Biles.
Simone Biles actually was in a situation where she was unallowed. She was banned from doing certain moves because white people couldn't do them.
And this is just recent. This is like within the past few weeks. She is so good at what she did
It's not
that
just
they
a few weeks.
said that she couldn't do.
Because she
I'm
was
pretty
doing this
sure.
for the Olympics, my nigga.
No. I'm saying like in the past few weeks is whenever like the articles and things where they were telling her that the new moves that she has been doing are too
Flashy.
dangerous for other people.
Right.
Is the
their
word that she
fault.
said too dangerous for
That is their
No.
fault.
What you did, ma'am, is you raised the
Dangerous.
fucking bar. Get better if you can't do that.
That's
no.
all
She
it
didn't-
That's how the
is.
fadeaway was
Wait,
created. That's how.
Wait, she didn't just raise the
all.
bar. She raised the bar, hopped up on top of the fucking triple layout off the fucking bar. Like she
that
had
is
a 720 layout
insane.
on that motherfucking bar.
Simone Biles deserves so much more
That is
respect.
She
insane.
does.
And like, who cares?
Serena
if you
Williams.
can't, how can you not score some shit like that? If it's great and it's amazing, it's a fucking 10.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Right, just because the other people can't do it, they need to come up with their own shit.
I've
or
never-
get better. Like,
For me, I've never
The
seen that
motto is always do better.
right?
I've never seen that before. In an industry where they have been doing the same tumble bullshit for hundreds of fucking years,
Right.
the fact that you saw something you have never seen before means that's an automatic perfect score
Right.
across the board.
Like,
now, if
it
it was
is.
something you had never seen before and she snapped a goddamn neck,
Obviously, that would make
cool.
sense.
Right.
But
That's
she doesn't just land it; she
Right.
plants. You feel me? Like she's land, boom.
like,
up, bitches?
imagine going up
Right.
in the middle of the fucking X Games and telling Tony Hawk, "Nah, sir, you can't do that."
This nigga's
Right.
50 something years old, still doing 720s.
That's insane.
He literally just landed one like last week.
Insane.
Probably landed one today. He probably just
Like,
does 720s first.
People don't really get like it's just like, but it's always like, oh well, we need a fair advantage. We already
no.
came into this game, into sports, at an unfair advantage.
And dominated, honestly.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Only sport like first and fucking foremost, do you know how much it would fuck up hockey if there was an all black team?
I think that would be great.
You know, I'm talking about how dominant the motherfuckers would be. The niggas, what they think would be street hockey, the fuck out of niggas, bro, and one of these motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, they be putting some flavor on it.
Yeah, because you can't just do regular shit.
You know what it is? It's unorthodox, and then when people can't understand some shit that's new, that's when they don't like it. Like, people are afraid of the unknown.
Yeah.
So when some shit happens like that, we don't know how to do that. That can't be fucking
That's
legal.
not fair.
See, like, I think that's such a stupid fucking thing. Because back to the whole
Right.
fadeaway thing, whenever Allen Iverson first came to the scene and he crossed over Michael Jordan, that was the first time that anybody had did that. That shit was insane,
Exactly.
bro. Whenever you have people who come in, like, all right, so NBA was mainly all fucking white people. And then once you had black people started coming in, they put flavor
They
into
started
it.
dunking. Like,
They stopped using peach baskets because niggas were dunking on them, motherfucker.
Right.
You better get your wicker up.
And then
man.
they're like, you know what? I guess we got to raise this hoop up, and that still didn't fucking matter.
okay, we'll get up there.
Right.
We'll
So,
figure it
like,
out.
stop shying away from the fact that Simone Biles is as great as she is.
Honestly-
if that's a fucking problem for the other people competing, then they don't need to fucking
Right,
compete.
get some new athletes.
I feel like those people that just because it always goes because I know that me like I know you just don't get involved in the shit. You just stay out of it a lot of the time. Like, but you know me, I'm gonna go into that shit with my fucking helmet on, my spear, and I'm like, let's do this shit. Like, I just hopping into this shit, and it's literally like I have to watch what I say at all points. Like, because if I degrade myself, if I go from a just like, well, you understand the point that you made is this, as opposed to, look, nigga, fuck you and what you just said. Like, if I don't say it a certain way, it's automatically denounced just because of my skin tone. Oh, he's just an angry black person.
Right. And
What I-
you know what? I'm sorry to cut you off, but that would also be the same thing as if there was an all-black hockey team. Because the hockey is known for like its fucking
Aggressive.
violence. It's aggression and violence. There was just a clip that came out of two dudes who stopped in the middle of a fucking hockey match and fucking threw blows.
No.
And then the referee just looked at that.
Wait,
Like-
have you ever watched a hockey match?
maybe
Yeah.
boxing.
You know what that gets you? Like a 4-minute penalty.
Exactly. But if you had an entire black team who did that,
Well, these
it'd
niggas throwing
change
hands.
everything.
These niggas is throwing hands.
It would change everything. Because once you
Throwing
start bobbing
hands?
and weaving
You
and
mean
looking good,
shooting people?
That's what it would be. It would turn into white people fucking rioting, saying, "Why is there allowed to have an
They would
all
need
black team?"
regulations like a bitch, man.
Right? Why are they allowed to have an all black team?
They tried to kill the
look
first
at them.
black
They're
NASCAR
fighting.
driver. Like, y'all really don't want.
Regulations, bro.
So what we have to do? Bully them.
I love bullying. I'm so happy we brought this up
I
because that was another thing. That
I'm
I
so
wanted to
happy
talk
we
about.
brought this up.
Bullying.
This guy.
I don't like bullying. I like what it does.
Some bullying is healthy.
Bullying is
That shit,
healthy.
like, it's not even just bullying. It's just like not taking no for an answer.
like-
in a positive. Because granted, again, it goes to the whole like, dude, be careful how you say what you say and shit, because it can be construed as something. Fuck that. What I am telling you directly at this moment is, your reasoning behind why we shouldn't be allowed to do certain things as African Americans. Your reasoning as why they kill somebody. Because the first thing that happens, Marcus gets killed tomorrow. Right?
Knock on wood.
Shirt.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much he would completely fuck up their everything? Because the
I have
first thing,
nothing.
he has no
record,
mugshot. He doesn't have a mugshot.
No record. No.
They would
fucking-
literally have to post a picture of Marcus with the biggest, dumbest smile on his fucking face. Be like,
You know what they would do?
I post a throat go photo.
First of all, they would track down his school record and they would find out that he was suspended one time for drawing Abraham Lincoln on the side of the school wall.
Right. That's patriotic as fuck.
This black man drew graffiti on the side of a nation's number one football team in fucking Hillsborough County, their side of their wall, with a gun and a blunt. And he was suspended. This is a thug. He was a thug then, he's a thug now, and he deserves to die.
That's
But at the
pretty
same
much how they
time-
look
But
at
at
it.
the same
Something-
time,
Right,
they
right.
hit us with the argument that we have, like, you can't justify it, right? That's what they're trying to say now, like, because people want to abolish the death penalty because they feel like it's not our right to decide who lives or dies. That's true.
It's not all right to say who can and can't have a baby either.
Exactly.
By getting rid of abortion.
100%. Like,
right?
you are trying to keep your narrative alive just by denouncing everybody else's. It's just like, well, if
But
you
only
defund-
whenever it fits your
if you
narrative.
defund the police, then who's gonna protect us? Nigga, you have to fund education and people still learning shit.
Fikes.
It's not just because it doesn't make you comfortable. Like I'm
Bold
saying,
assumption on fucking police protecting us anyways. Like, did you think that it
Us?
was... No, I mean, yes.
sit down, colonizer.
Yes, us.
Sit down, you
Because,
colonizer.
I feel like out of everybody here, I've also had, you know what I'm saying? I think maybe not with you guys.
Out of everybody,
Have your share running with the law or something.
No.
I want to hear him finish the sentence. Out of everybody here, what?
I was gonna say I had shittier experiences with the police, but I changed my mind. Just because, like,
Marcus, do me a favor. Your phone work?
Yeah,
You got 4G, 5G.
I got 4G.
Pull up Joshua Long mugshot.
Does he have one?
No.
neither does Lucas. Lucas doesn't have a mugshot either, so I don't know why the fuck he used that.
Oh man.
Watch this.
Does Chauncey have a mugshot?
Yes, he
Yes.
does.
Yes, he does.
That's what I was pulling up.
Right.
I was just saying, like, That's if we're gonna base it just off mugshots, nigga. Chauncey's had the worst run-ins with the cops. Chauncey has literally had the worst run-ins with the cops.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Well, no, I don't know about just the cops. He's had bad run-ins with the cops. He's had worse run-ins with racists. Chauncey almost died, and then we laugh about it and joke about it.
To be fair, he did walk into some random person's home.
To be fair, why would you have the door unlocked and then try to shoot him?
Because white people don't lock shit.
That's true.
Like
That's
Chauncey, like if it really
As a white person who does not lock shit, I can attest to
can
that.
confirm.
I can confirm that as a whitey.
would be the first nigga to be like, "Yo, lock the door, nigga. Fuck you."
Right, as a whitey, I can confirm.
Like we've all dealt with racism in different aspects and different avenues and shit like that. And it's like even you'll get it from people just because, oh, do you really understand? It's like I don't think I've ever seen Teddy hang out with multiple white people unless it was work related. Like
I don't like white people in general.
I don't think like I'm trying to think. I think I've probably been there when he's hung out with like the biggest concentration of white people. That wasn't like a school related function and shit. Like,
oh yeah, it was a party.
Parties, hookah lounge. Like, I've been there with this nigga. You know what I mean? And just like, y'all don't know granted, he cannot relate to us in the sense of we know what it's like to be discriminated against just because we're black. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't know what it looks like. Right. It doesn't mean that he's not completely eliminated from the conversation.
I'm there with solidarity.
Yeah,
my fist is in the air.
I also realized that Teddy would be the first one to get canceled. In the middle of an argument, Teddy would be the first one to get canceled purely for the fact that they would pull up a post. Oh boy.
Yeah, man, you gotta
go back.
Fucking delete my Facebook. Like,
start a brand new one.
Facebook is the devil,
bro. This nigga, like, I looked at some shit and it's just like, to us, it's funny. Mm-hmm. It's like niggas, like, nigga this, nigga that. It's like, ugh.
I don't. Yeah, like I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it.
He's grown as a person. He's grown as a person.
You know, that's what it is. That's what life is. It's growing, man.
Learning. You know, I was a stupid 18-year-old kid using the N-word all the time, and I don't agree with it. I just feel like it's not.
Was it just 18?
It was 18, 19, and 20, but shit, man, this is fucking live and recorded, and I don't want people knowing that. Jesus Christ, it's like anybody.
Fuck, bro, I'm trying to
10 years down the fucking line right now.
Clean up real quick. Like.
Fuck, dude. You know, and yes, it was the years prior to that as well. But damn. But yeah, so I realized that it was stupid though. That it was not something that was ever smart in any situation. Yeah. But also about Facebook memories, like I don't know why, but I had this really big issue. Damn boy. I had this man. Go ahead and throw that fucking screenshot that and throw it on the page real quick.
No.
Let people know what we're talking about. We're talking about Chauncey's mugshot. Let me see that photo real quick. I want to describe it.
Well, hear me out, because if you look at, I remember me and you talked about this. We were like, "What the fuck did you get booked for? Like, what was the charge for?"
Nothing.
No. Possession of marijuana, not more than 20 grams. Today, that's nothing.
Nothing. I wasn't arrested or anything.
I don't know about he wasn't anything.
I didn't have to like wear the whole uniform.
This nigga Chauncey just flicked up. That's all it was.
Spread my cheeks or nothing like that.
You were only in the booking room.
He just took a picture.
All that.
Oh, you did have to do all that.
I did. I had to do all that.
You had to wear the jumpsuit.
Niggas was like, "Nigga, get naked, nigga."
Oh man.
Niggas cop a squat.
So how was that experience for you?
It made me not want to go back there ever again.
That's
yes.
I can feel that.
Like so how long were you there?
I was only there for like a few hours.
Oh. A few hours has changed this man.
That's all it took. You know what?
That's all it took.
All I'm seeing all I've been seeing is a lot of red.
I feel you. From which sides?
Yes.
Okay. That narrows it down. I got you.
At this point, I haven't seen it from the only one I haven't seen is my own, and that's because I don't know if mine. I don't even see mine.
I feel like you haven't been cackling like Marcus just did. Holy shit, Marcus.
Yeah, man,
that was pretty cool, though. That was. Like, the fact that you were only there for a few hours, though.
Bro, it was 2011.
It's pretty insane. Like,
crazy.
2011. That was literally a decade ago.
I've seen white people get arrested and spend the weekend in their fucking clothes.
Yeah, man, I didn't have to do all that. I have friends that do nice things, and somebody did a nice thing for me.
But the fact that they still made you change into an orange jumpsuit and take that photo with
Yeah, man.
a few hours, dude.
Like,
Are we talking about 4 or 5, or are we talking about 12, 13?
They was ready to fuck boy.
Man, let's see.
They were like, oh, this black man, he's never getting out.
It probably was a lot longer than that, though. It probably was about 12 hours, probably,
12 hours?
like, in total. Like, because I want to say, like, it happened, like,
I bet that
probably,
shit
like,
was
2, 3 in the morning. And then they had us in, like, a holding area before they even took us to the main place for, like, 3 hours.
Oh yeah, 100. It was a Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was lucky that I was even able to get the fuck out the next day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
I 100% feel like they invoked his sickle cell at some point. You feel me? Like,
Nah, they didn't give a fuck about that shit.
No,
They
I'm
was
talking
like,
about
"You got
somebody
any health conditions?" I was like, "Yeah, sickle cell." Psh, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Die, nigga.
Pretty much. We'll just add another tally mark.
That's basically all the fuck they said. It was
Chauncey's
crazy.
been a good noodle since then. For the most
I
part.
have definitely been a good noodle since then. I will never.
Like my point, like my ad libs, for the
I
most part.
will
For the most part.
fucking never.
Where you start taking in consideration that he does illegal shit all the time.
Yeah,
It's cool.
it's cool. You know, I do my thing. I do
Does
my.
it within a good parameter.
You know, I do my thing,
Allegedly.
mommy. Do
Not
my
getting-
thing.
Allegedly.
Not
Not getting
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
First of all, y'all can't prove a fucking thing I'm talking about. I don't even know if y'all know who Chauncey really is. Because the first thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna look at Chauncey and be like, Chauncey? No, I never.
I fucking hate that he pulls this wool over everybody's eyes, bro.
I hate
This
the fact that
fucking
you're
veil.
just now getting into it.
I'm
That's the thing
sorry.
that pisses me off because it's just like oh, I've been telling y'all niggas this for years and y'all always would just write me off like what the fuck ever. Now y'all niggas know exactly how the fuck it feels. I have
great.
dealt with it for the longest. Fuck y'all.
Feels great.
Marcus, our supervisor literally told me there's no way that could be Chauncey because I was like, damn, I'm just gonna get yelled at when I go home. By who? Chauncey. Chauncey yells? Yes. I've never heard him before. Let's go over this. That's because he doesn't like you.
Chauncey doesn't
Probably
yell.
facts, yeah.
He just talks with conviction.
No, he yells.
I have not heard him yell.
Stop. Shit.
I do a lot.
He does that, but then he's like, it's a fucking bullshit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's the
Chauncey
loudest.
Durant.
I
I've
did
heard
hear
Chauncey
him
Durant.
yell at Sean, though. Because Sean was fucking up on giving us our iguanas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was, Sean came over and he was like, he's like, oh, y'all got any bags? Sure, man. Yeah, we got bags. Chauncey went and grabbed 2 bags. He filled up mine and Lucas's bags first.
fuck
And
Sean.
handed it both to us. And each time Chauncey was like, hand out, waiting for it to fall into his fucking hands. And he just passed it over him. He's like, what the fuck, Sean? And he's
the funny
like,
part is because he asked Sean if he needed more than I just needed 2.
right.
Right. Fucking
And then-
axe this dude, bro.
Stop. We're gonna make Chauncey get back here. Let's stop.
He's like, what the fuck, Sean? This is my fucking shit. You giving my shit to them? Fuck them. Fuck them,
I've
Sean.
gotten the shit in the stick the most times out of it, so y'all can.
And then fucking Sean had the audacity. I'm doing yours right now. Shit, I need another bag. Fuck you, Sean.
Yeah, fuck you, Sean.
fuck you, bleep.
Chauncey,
Fuck you, bleep.
right? Chauncey got real.
This is why I didn't
Tennessee.
want to go live for the first time.
No, man. We're good. We're good.
Yeah,
I don't see why.
Chauncey got real Tennessee.
Yeah, man.
He was getting tight. Like,
That
and it's
was
just
fucking hot.
That shit came out.
That was
Said main a lot.
The main,
I was fucking
the
hot,
main came
bruh.
out, bro. And honestly, bro, like I just couldn't say shit.
You knew it. He fell into his Tennessee ways because it was chopped and slopped.
Yeah, so but I've heard him yell. Like I've 100% heard him yell. Like even if like not even just being mad at somebody, I've heard him yell playing Smash. I've heard him yell like,
Oh yeah.
Nigga, when we went to CEO, like Chauncey was just as excited as everybody else. And literally 3 minutes before he was asleep. Like we were watching something and he went to sleep. These niggas, like the minute the energy of the room got this nigga excited, bro, because it did get fucking insane. Let's not take away. Like literally imagine a ball. Like you know how when people graduate, imagine everybody in there not having to hold their applause or any of that shit, yelling at the top of their lungs, Melee, Melee, Melee. The Smash the community was so big, bro. They had 2 ballrooms. One for the Smash community, one for everything else.
Right.
You open that door, all you smell is Funyuns and
I bet.
And fucking B.O.
and butt cheese, but that's it. But
Fucking sad.
but everywhere else, bro, like it's literally just like they
This
got
is why COVID would have been a good time for CEO. That way, everybody could have been wearing masks and not smelling butt ass.
Nah, you would
Nah, you would have still smelled that butt
Oh my
ass.
god, it would have penetrated.
When we went to
Yeah.
MetroCon, I
ass probably
almost
kills the
threw the
MetroCon
fuck
was
up.
bad.
No, you weren't there with me. I literally.
No, like
This has been 6 years later, and it still makes me vomit, bro. It still makes me.
the fucking. I like how whenever we went to Metricon that one year, and there was like the whole gaming section was like. It felt like it was downstairs in a basement to me, but it was really just downstairs into a hallway and then into a room. But like, it just felt like it was like in a fucking locked room. And they're like, you don't want to know where this place is. This is where all the diabolical and debauchery takes place.
You don't
You
want
don't want to know this door.
You wanna know man those bones? You don't wanna know man those bones.
You want to know what smells like that?
You don't wanna know what smells like that.
You want to know who dropped those combos?
You don't wanna know drop those combos.
Literally the same. Clean too. It's like well, not clean, but it's like a cesspool basically, bro. It's just insane. It's really,
You know what they should do? Instead of like having like the wand detector to see if you're carrying any weapons, they should just have fucking air deodorant spray.
right? Also,
Febreze.
also, because whenever we do go to CEO, me and him sit next to each other the most of the time, and like where we get the best seats always. Like we went one year and we were sitting literally behind, like we were watching Mortal Kombat Top 8 and like, the creator of the game was right in front of us. Like,
Oh yeah, man.
we went to go watch
It boom.
we watched Tekken Top 8 and they literally walked past us. Like where we were at, they walked past us to go sit at the big ass stage. Like this dude who'd been winning every tournament came out with a Thanos glove and shit because he'd been fucking everyone up. Like it was crazy, bro. Like we watched all this. It's just so much energy. I can't wait for the first offline event. Is going to be insane.
He didn't even stutter.
I know. He didn't stutter,
Just
man.
waiting for it.
I was waiting, yes.
The first offline event is
Waiting
going
on
to
the
be
world
fucking
to
insane.
change.
I can't wait.
They're real.
Also,
I might go with y'all this year or the next time it does happen.
Yes, I was gonna say I don't know if it's happening this
Yeah, I
year.
don't think
this is going to
anything's-
be a virtual online tournament.
Right.
I think I heard something about BlizzCon being canceled again.
yeah?
It's canceled, man. COVID ain't going nowhere yet.
But how y'all feel about the 3-day E3?
I am, I guess, not really hyped, but I am anticipating it. Yes.
I want to see more about the Will-O-Wisp game.
I want to see something about that fucking new God of War, man.
Oh, outside of Kratos
Yeah,
talking.
outside of the Kratos talking or the fucking HD remake they're making for the PS5.
To be completely honest, they better do a lot to make Atreus not fucking annoying. Because he was the hardest part to digest of that game for me.
Age him up by like 7 more years.
Like,
7 years.
not
I feel
even
like
just
a
that.
teenage Atreus
No.
would be nice.
No, I don't want a teenage Atreus.
Yeah, man.
Give me a 22-year-old Atreus that knows some shit because...
I feel like that's too old.
Nigga,
Kratos has
hear
gotta
me.
die soon.
Hear me. He's a god.
That
You
doesn't mean
forget-
he can't die.
It does mean that he's not going to die of old age.
I know that.
He is still old, though.
Age, though.
He's not old.
Who's not old?
Kratos.
Kratos
He's
is
fucking
old.
Kratos has gotten older from when he
Yes,
was.
he is.
But
old.
he's still a god.
I understand
Having
that.
a god physiology means that the way that life moves
I
for him
never
is
said he
completely
was going to
different.
die of old age.
But you said he's old. I don't think he's considered old in the way of gods.
No.
in the way of he's not really a god though.
He is 100% a demigod.
He is 100% a god killer. Yeah, demigod. Yes, not god.
But he's still a god. Like he
Yeah.
was the god. Like
right.
saying that,
But
but
being a
literally-
demigod still makes you part human. So he's still getting old, is what I'm saying.
He is getting old. You can't say those grays wasn't. Those grays weren't there in the first God of War.
Exactly.
you go to both the Norse and Greek versions of hell and tell me how your hair looks after. On top of that, he went to Greek hell like 4 fucking times.
He went to Greek hell a lot. Every time the fucking game started, you ended up in hell.
You died. At
Even
the
on
beginning
the
of every
side
game.
games, even in the-
Right.
in the side games, he fought Thanatos. He
Thanatos?
literally fought the god of the dead.
Thanos? No, just messing.
No, it's whenever Thanos and Kratos combine.
Jesus Christ! But
Fusion.
I just because literally like everything that happened in the God of War, like the God of War 4, when he's like, man, we can't tell him that he's a god because he's gonna be a dickhead about it. They told him he's a god, and he was a dickhead about it. He was
Right,
legitimate a little
but,
asshole.
but then he got humbled by the end of that, and that's why we're saying like give him another 7-8 more years of him actually training as a god.
I don't think that he really did get like humbled. Like I think that he realized there was weight to it, but I still don't think that because the way that he transitioned so fast to being a shitty person as soon as he found out he was a god, there wasn't enough growth in that game after that. That happened during the last act. He wasn't redeemable, especially for him to be Loki.
I'm not saying he's not gonna. He's completely fucking changed, but like that's why I also said Kratos needs to die because that's going to be the last thing.
Atreus is killing Kratos.
I don't think Kratos is gonna die.
Who?
Huh?
Kratos?
I don't think Kratos needs to die.
Fuck.
I think Kratos is going to die.
Kratos is definitely going to die. That's what Ragnarok's going to be, is because they showed it at the end of this last game.
Oh yeah, they did show him dying.
Where Atreus is killing him.
Yeah, in the painting. Did you not remember that when they was
In
going
the
up the
painting.
elevator?
Yeah, but
There was no elevator.
But they were saying that he was
There's
going
no
to
elevator.
he was going to bring ruin to
The
him.
treasure room or whatever.
Yeah,
I know what
there's
you're
no
talking
elevator.
about. They
Though.
say that Loki would bring ruin to him.
Yeah, because Loki's gonna kill him.
I don't know if it's gonna be Loki that kills him.
Loki
To be
was-
completely honest with you, if I think that anyone's gonna kill him, it's gonna be Thor. To be completely real,
Yeah.
Thor will murder. It's either gonna be Thor or it's gonna be Odin, because a lot of the reasons that he lived so long with the Greek gods is because of the favoritism that they showed him. It didn't really remember until the second game, third game, and shit. Zeus was a big fan of Kratos, and it
Right.
affected the way that he interacted with him a lot. Like, he literally could have smited him from the jump, and he didn't do it. If Ares actually went forth with it, because what he did, he threw that fucking pillar across the goddamn desert in the first game. Remember that shit? The minute that this nigga got to Pandora's box, he killed him. The minute that he he touched Pandora's box, he gets murdered. And if they tried a little bit harder, I don't think Kratos would have made it. These Norse gods don't have any of that connection to them. They have nothing to hold them back from murdering him. And to be completely fair,
Outside the fact that like Kratos is dumb fucking strong, that's what Baldur was trying to do the entire time. The unkillable
No,
man
he was not.
He was definitely trying to kill
Baldur
Kratos.
was trying to die. That was his entire goal the whole time.
He was trying
And
to
Baldur's
die,
entire
but also
thing
at
is,
the same time of trying
He
to
was
kill
sent there
Kratos.
by Odin to kill Kratos because Kratos is another god on their land.
Right.
on the top of, but bigger than anything else, Baldur is literally the worst example because he can't feel fucking pain. He's impervious to Kratos' strength.
Right. Which is kind of like
Why
the
Odin
point.
sent him to kill him, or to
I'm
test
saying
his
Baldur
strength.
was
but I'm
trying to
saying-
fucking
but I'm
kill him.
saying, as opposed, like, because of Baldur being the way that he is, he's not going to take Kratos seriously. He was not taking Kratos seriously at all. If it wasn't for some plot armor bullshit, Baldur would have killed Kratos.
I don't think
Baldur
so.
literally couldn't kill
He
Kratos.
couldn't kill Kratos.
Baldur 100% could have killed Kratos. What do you mean? When he started fighting him for real, he was fucking Kratos up. Are you serious? Do y'all
I
forget
know
that
what you're
shit?
talking about, but Kratos still beat him.
Kratos didn't do it by himself.
In the
That's what I'm
beginning,
saying.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Yes, who came?
Bro,
who
wait-
came? Who came in the beginning?
Wait. You talking about that first fight?
Yes, their first fight.
Their first fight.
That's what the
when
beginning
Baldur
means.
started fighting for real,
And Kratos still won.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. I just played this game, bro.
He snapped his neck.
and threw him off the cliff.
Shh, why are you yelling?
Sorry. He snapped his neck and threw him off the cliff.
Baldur wants that to happen. I'm saying that's not a win for him. That's what I'm saying. Yo, the fight was over. Cool. But Baldur didn't lose that fight because Baldur didn't die.
I understand
Baldur
that,
can't die.
but he still lost.
But
and he was trying to fight. You even
my
said
whole
he got
point-
serious.
My whole point, because
and
here,
Kratos still beat him.
Kratos didn't. Okay, so when he fought him, how many times did Baldur regenerate?
How many times did Kratos
Numerous
regenerate?
times.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
Regenerate the way
I
that
literally
Baldur
just played this
regenerated.
game. Not at that rate because
That's
he's
what I'm
old.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
to
Baldur
this
going
old
against
thing.
Kratos. Baldur fighting Kratos. If Baldur had taken him seriously from the jump, because the whole time he's like, I just want to feel something. I just
Bro,
want to feel
and
something,
that's-
right? Right?
Yeah,
Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes, you are right, and that's the same reason.
So
that's
why did
why he
Baldur
was
die?
taking him serious.
Why did
because
Baldur
he
die?
wanted Kratos to kill
No,
him.
because what happened? What happened when because you just played it, right?
I understand that
when
part.
he hit him for real, what the fuck did Kratos do? He's like, shit. Kratos realized that he
And
wasn't
he
just some
still
random
got up and beat him.
because
I understand all that,
But I'm saying, like, Kratos fighting Baldur. If it was not for Atreus, Baldur would have eventually killed Kratos.
Atreus was not there.
When he died, when Baldur actually
died
It was
because of the
because of
actual because of the fucking arrowheads that Atreus had, because that was the only thing
Mistletoe.
that actually can kill Baldur, and that's the only thing that Baldur's weak to is missiles.
And it wasn't even
so technically not even Atreus.
it
fucking
wasn't
weak
even
as
Atreus.
shit.
It wasn't even
If
Atreus
Kratos
shooting
had
him.
that same weapon, he would have.
It wasn't even Atreus shooting him. Balder punched him, hit Atreus, and when he hit Atreus, it got embedded in his hand, and from then Kratos could kill him. Mm-hmm. If it was not for that, Kratos wouldn't have killed Balder.
But the fact that Kratos held off Balder for an entire game, that like we're not sitting here saying that Balder is weak. We're just saying that Kratos is strong.
I'm not saying that Kratos isn't strong, but think about the trouble he already had with Balder.
An unbeatable god.
So where are you trying to get at? Because
all the other guys, all the other guys that he would have to.
What he's saying is that Atreus isn't killing him. It's probably going to be Thor or Odin.
Might even be Jormungandr.
The fucking serpent.
Yeah.
The person who literally kills Thor in their mythology, the person who would ever get the chance kills Thor. Yeah, Jormungandr.
Nah, man, I give it to Surtur.
But big monster,
Big monster.
like. I don't see why.
Atreus would kill his father.
What would be his modus operandi?
We don't know. That's why we got to play the game.
I think it's gonna because I don't think it's
does
gonna.
that mean MO?
Yes.
Ah, nice.
That is literally what MO stands for.
I don't think that is gonna because I think that he's gonna be cursed by Frigga.
Your blunt tastes like barbecue sauce. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
I'm having a strong.
You're having a strong.
Frigga was Atreus' mom.
Freya? Oh, Freya.
No, Freya was not.
Frigga is what I said.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Freya was Balder's mom. She's gonna be I play a bigger role in the second game.
Frigga is a frigid.
I believe that.
Yeah, I just
Frigga's
don't think, I just don't see,
friggin' bitch.
There's no reason for Atreus to kill Kratos. There's none.
Right now.
There should be none ever. He is his only family.
What if Atreus can only get stronger by killing Kratos, and Atreus wants that power? We
And
don't
there
know
can
how
be
that
only
game
one.
is going to go. But the phrase Ragnarok means the fucking war to end all wars. So maybe this is the end of Kratos' line.
Maybe something happens and fucking Atreus loses his mind and he fucking kills his dad on accident.
Right. We don't know what's going to happen.
You're giving Atreus too much credit.
I'm not giving Atreus any credit. Someone else.
Because think about it now. Now Kratos can train Atreus as a demigod, and he's an ice giant.
I just don't see him. I just don't. It's just one of those things that ever since it was first, because when they first before the game was even finished, that's what everyone was saying, that Atreus is going to kill Kratos. That's literally the first thing I ever heard about it. He's going to be the one that Kratos. Because at first Kratos wasn't making it out of God of War 4. That was the narrative.
I understand that.
So it's just like, why does it have? Like, doesn't have to be Atreus.
There has been a pattern though. Kratos kills fucking Zeus. In God of War 4 alone, there's a lot.
Hold on.
Yeah, whatever.
Wait. No, but let's think about why though.
I'm getting. I don't know the why, but there's a pattern.
I'm talking about why Kratos killed Zeus.
Because Zeus kept fucking with him.
What?
Because of what?
It's still a pattern.
Kratos,
look, you keep cutting me off.
I mean, I've been getting cut off the entire time, but it's cool.
Have you?
Yes. Yes.
You have been speaking this entire time.
Literally.
You have cut me off at least 2 times.
No, I haven't.
Yes.
That's because we're trying to join into the conversation, but if we didn't do that,
you keep
but
cutting
you
us
keep
off.
asking
I get
him,
that,
and
but
he's
I'm-
trying to explain,
So
but he's not
explain to
getting
me.
that option.
Bro, in God of War 4, there is a pattern of fucking sons killing their fathers. If you do the side missions, there's at least 3 side missions where the son has done something to the father, or the father has done something to the
It
son.
has been a big foreshadowing. That's what that whole painting was at the end as well. Is what we're saying is that it has been
Zeus
alluded
seeing his
to.
dad again in fucking, my bad,
No.
Elfheim or whatever the fucking Nelheim, whatever the Helheim,
Niflheim. I don't know, whichever one of those.
You gotta remember that also your nipples are a gateway to hell. And
Like
that's
if you think about
Niflheim.
it, that whole game series
I
is
don't know.
a game about daddy issues.
I know about that.
There's a lot of daddy issues in that whole series.
Man,
But
who
the
you
difference
telling?
is...
You're going to ask me why? I don't know why. I can't give you the answer
But
for something that hasn't come out
But
yet.
I'm saying in the sense of, like, I have never... Like, there's been nothing to state that that's what's going to... Aside from that...
Outside of the foreshadowing,
The whole
Fuck the
painting?
foreshadowing, because... Like, we're saying from, like, okay... Because you can't use the comparison of what Zeus and Kratos' relationship between Atreus and Kratos.
Well,
But we can base it
Zeus-
off of how it showed it at the end of God
I'm
of War.
literally just saying, with that alone, I feel like that's too obvious of a thing that it's not going to be what happens.
Right, and
That's
we're
what I've
not
been
saying that you're
that's been
wrong.
my entire point this whole
Right.
time is that it's not going to be Atreus
Yeah,
killing
yeah,
Kratos.
right. He's
And I've been
just saying
getting
that.
yelled at about that.
I don't know by who. I'm not yelling at you. I literally just opened my mouth. Like, I really haven't said anything for the
Yeah,
past
so-
30 minutes almost. So
Pretty much. But like, so I understand what you're saying as well, is that you feel like it's too obvious that Atreus is going to kill him. All we're saying is that the entire time has been a big lead up and a big foreshadow to Atreus killing Kratos.
I disagree.
That's it. You can disagree all you
Because-
want, but it is still a foreshadowing
Because
of that.
Right.
also,
It
Kratos
shows.
actually played a role in Atreus being raised.
right, but
Kratos,
didn't.
yes,
No, he didn't.
He did.
No, he did not.
Okay,
Not until his mother died.
Nope.
Not until his mother died.
Compare the involvement that Kratos had with Zeus, being involved with Kratos. Zeus didn't involve himself with Kratos until Kratos was a full blown fucking adult.
But why are you
Right or
trying?
wrong?
You're
What does that have
comparing
to do
two
with
things that
anything?
Because
don't
I'm saying
matter.
that you guys keep saying it's daddy issues. It's this, that, and the third. Atreus
That
doesn't
whole
have
game
this-
was that Atreus did not like Kratos in the beginning of this fucking game. He still may not like Kratos.
He had resentment towards his father.
And he still may
because
have
of
that resentment.
because of everything that happened with his mom.
Right.
Cool. But what I'm saying is there is a different parallels to the relationship between him and his father as opposed to Zeus and Kratos. So I don't consider that foreshadowing in that
Just
regard.
because
I still-
Kratos was there in Atreus' life does not mean that Kratos was a good
Atreus
father.
Atreus does have issues with his dad though still. So I
Very
don't
much
know.
so.
Yeah, like
I'm saying he doesn't have the issues that
I don't know why
He
you're
doesn't
raising
have
your
to have
voice.
the
You don't have to
same
raise your
issue.
voice at
This
me.
is a
though,
whole
what
nother
I'm saying.
problem. This is a whole nother set of people, man. There's different personalities crashing. They're not going to have the same exact cookie cutter problem.
The
but why
only
would they
the
have
only
same
reason I
exact
feel
thing?
like that it will come out that way because
What'd you say,
Atreus
Vlad?
is.
cookie cutter, bookie
Bookie butter?
Bookie
No, I'm
butter.
playing. Go ahead.
Anyways, the only reason I feel like Atreus will still most likely kill Kratos, or until that has been proven otherwise, is because he's a cocky little god. He's still legit. He's gonna feel like he's able, like just like how he was in the game. Oh, I'm a god. Da 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 da. You can't treat me this way. How he was like getting towards the end.
Right.
I feel like he's still gonna grow up with that mentality because probably Kratos is still gonna try to give him like no, that's not how we really do
But he's
things.
also Loki at the same time.
Exactly. He still has his mischievous ways. Or I know they haven't been shown as of yet, but then that's most likely what the second game will lead into. Him being more mischievous. So that's why I do still see that at this point, especially based off of the whole tapestry at the end of the game, that's how it's going to play out.
And then, like I said,
all
still
I'm
going
saying.
going with the basis of Ragnarok, which I feel like Thor's still going to die at the end of it. But I also feel like Kratos will also die, and it will probably be in the battle that Thor ends up dying in. Or,
Yeah.
And maybe it may not be by direct, consequence of Atreus saying like "fuck you, Kratos, I'm gonna kill you."
Right,
It
right.
might be something to where they're both trying to kill Thor at the same time. The only way that Atreus can do it is by injuring his father in order to injure Thor. But at the same time, he still is responsible for Kratos' death.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. That's pretty much just how I see it. So yeah.
I have to see the series of events. 'Cause that's what Ragnarok is.
Right, and we're not saying anything other than what you're saying. You're saying your side of it, we're just saying our side of it. We still have to wait till the events play out either way, but we're just saying, based off of what's been given to us so far, this is what it's going to lead up to. That's all we're saying as well.
I'm, again, playing devil's advocate, which always seems to get me yelled at no matter what I do.
But I'm not yelling.
You're one person.
Then you need to tell these folk to lower their voices because we are speaking in the mics. There's no reason to yell. Oh, y'all emotional ass niggas. Passionate. I guess that's the better word. Passionate ass niggas. Sorry. Don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Now we're emotional.
Fuck you, Teddy. Now we're emotional.
I'm excited for that game, though. I would like to see more about it to drop at E3.
finish the other one?
Yeah.
I'm just not used to you finishing.
Right.
Yeah, whenever it first came out, I started to play it again, but after I beat Baldur that first time, I just never picked it back up.
Hey guys, everybody get a shout out to my sister Daphne. Hey Daphne.
Hey, Daphne.
Hey,
Wow.
Daphne, fuck
With
you,
more
Lucas.
inflection, guys?
Jesus Christ, fuck you guys.
Hola, Daphne.
There we go. Thank you, Teddy.
Right,
Thank
you
you.
know, I got emotion in my voice.
That's why she likes you more.
I know.
I don't know. I don't think she's really met either. Is
Clarisol here too?
No, she's
She
not.
hasn't met me either.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I don't think she's met either of you
No,
two.
you said you two. You look
I haven't met Daphne?
I've met-
You see where I'm coming from, right?
I was doing this. That's why I was like, she hasn't met either of you two.
Oh, okay.
Because I know she's met Teddy. Because
Just that one time at the hospital.
Right. Of course. True. But anyways, all right. Back to this regularly tuned.
So, but all right. So
okay. Thank you.
so E3 is happening. Like that is confirmed. That
Digital.
3-day virtual
Digitally, yeah.
event.
It's
Digitally.
the Zoom thing again.
It's
Don't
not that.
call it
That
a
wasn't
Zoom thing.
E3.
That
that wasn't E3.
That
No, that was
wasn't
just
E3.
independent.
That was
release.
independent
And that
press
wasn't even Zoom.
conferences. Right.
That was literally them just taking the platform for themselves to sit there and you do what they would have done with E3, just having it completely in their control. It's no different than the PlayStation experience.
True.
Because the PlayStation experience, like that's why people are like, oh, E3 is this, E3 that. PlayStation experience has always been a better environment, in my opinion, anyway.
As big as these companies are, though, you would think they would have better fucking video recording. Because, like, there's so many times where that shit still cuts out whenever they're fucking doing their live stream and everything like that.
Yeah, you would think so.
You would think
it's
so.
unforeseen circumstances that you really can't test for, because I think that that's what happens with the malfunctions of stuff like that. Is because it's like, fuck, we didn't know that this was going to happen. This was not supposed to happen. Because it happens even with like the WWE and shit. These motherfuckers who've been broadcasting since the early 90s, like they still have trouble with their broadcast every once in a while. I think it's just the transition to the format.
I guess could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I just feel like they can do better. Where it's 2021. We can do
that
better.
don't mean a fucking thing. There's been so many things to show me that 2021 is no different than 2001.
So, what are they supposed to be showing at E3?
Games.
Showcasing? Yeah.
That's,
You'll
I don't know what
probably
ask for
definitely
at that point.
you'll probably see more of course, Ragnarok. You'll probably see. I'm hoping for Overwatch 2 because it's not happening for BlizzCon Online.
Well, I'm sorry, I did not mean to cut you off. We are not seeing Ragnarok at the E3
No,
time.
we're gonna see HD God of War.
No, that's PlayStation, bro.
I think so. Why not?
That's PlayStation.
Oh, at E3?
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
like that's published by PlayStation. PlayStation
Oh,
doesn't do E3.
as
no more.
in yeah. They
No,
don't.
I thought they were only not doing it that one year. Have they completely
nah,
stopped it
PlayStation
altogether?
has stopped doing it. The
Yeah, I think
PlayStation
so.
experience, their reveal for the PS5 is all at the PlayStation experience. That's all them. That they didn't. I think they were having issues with it. It's like, all right, y'all keep saying we lose E3. Well, fuck it. We're just not gonna participate no more. Let's see what y'all
Right,
do
right.
now. Like, nah, I don't think we're gonna see anything God of War related at E3.
Most likely not then, because I know the PlayStation did buy all of their fucking, like, they bought Santa Monica Studios.
Which is, yeah,
You know, it's just PlayStation games now.
we might see the
PlayStation
new port for
Entertainment.
Kingdom Hearts.
I thought Santa Monica Studios was always PlayStation though.
They mainly only release pretty much all of their PS4 exclusive title games. They bought the studios.
That's what
They
that
turned it
is.
into PlayStation
Like Naughty Dog
games
and
or
shit.
PlayStation Media or some shit like that. I wonder. You'll probably get a little bit more about Resident Evil, or is that would that be
Resident
out by
Evil
then?
should be out by then because it comes out in what, next month, right, or May? I don't know. It's
I'm
next-
not sure
I thought
what
it was an
E3
M
One of
month.
those M.
I thought it
months.
was an M month. Yeah, that's why I'm like it's
Yeah,
March or
March or
May.
May.
Yeah, March or May. No, don't forget Movember.
Movember, yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Mocktober.
October, right?
January.
You'll probably see a little bit more about the Nintendo Switch games. Like, aren't they doing a really big Super Mario title or something like that right now?
That's already out, I thought.
No, it's like a bigger Super Mario Odyssey or some shit like that, or
I don't know.
something like that.
Sounds
There's a
lit.
big Mario title that's coming. There's also the Breath of the Wind 2.
Yeah,
That's the Wild.
Breath of the Wild 2. There we go. Thank
Yes.
you.
That'd be most likely what we see.
most like-
You'll
Because
see
they
that.
haven't said anything about it since like 2019.
yeah.
Right now, the time frame that they're giving us for E3 would be June 2021.
Yeah,
Okay.
Maybe-
it's normally June.
Yeah,
It's like second week of June,
June
sometimes
15th
first.
through the 17th.
Yeah,
So
second,
by that
third
time,
week,
we should
yeah.
definitely have Resident Evil out.
What time did you say?
Yeah.
You'll probably see.
because the M months are past. It don't even matter.
Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
So about this WandaVision,
Whew. That
Boy.
last episode.
boy, that last episode.
The last
Spoiler
episode was great.
alert.
I'm really, Right.
I'm loving
Don't-
where this
don't-
is going.
Don't listen anymore.
Yeah,
If you
alert.
don't
Yes,
wanna
this,
fucking-
You're invested in
we're giving our
WandaVision?
spoiler warning now. You know what I'm saying? If you want to tune out, amen. Perfect.
I was thinking of the things that they would show. We get Ratchet and Clank on the 11th of June.
Yeah.
Wait.
I mean, it's PS5 anyway.
People want Jack and Daxter.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't want either one. I never really played either one of those games on PlayStation,
I
to be
played
honest.
Jack and Daxter a lot.
I can't say I played either one.
No, the only one
And I got a lot of games as a kid.
I played
I
Ratchet
cried a
and
lot.
Clank Up Your Arsenal. That's the only one I
Until you got your game.
played.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, come here.
Yeah, man. I was a crybaby back in the day, bro. Like, man, I pretty much got damn near anything I wanted,
So
bro.
nothing changed?
If I fucking... Fuck you.
All I care about is Taddy. Come smoke with me.
Right, then, fuck. I hate baby personality Chauncey.
Lucas.
Fuck, dude.
Fuck all of y'all. Like, that's the
Lucas.
kid.
He did it the other day whenever we came home, bro. Like, he came home, he's like, I can't get the door open.
Because I couldn't get the fucking keys off my fingers.
So I came in, and like, I went into my room, right? And I just went to go lay down. And he's like, look at. So, you calling in tonight? You going to sleep? Hey, bro, you going to sleep?
Yeah, man. I like to check
Can I smoke the hookah, bro?
Cam, what's up?
Oh, wow. It is 6:10. Look at that. It is
Come on
6:10.
in, Cam. No,
Hi.
you're good. Come on in.
Have you seen
Oh,
WandaVision?
man.
Yes, I was.
Okay,
just
bet. We're about to talk
Alright,
about
cool.
it.
Okay, good. You're cool.
In case you haven't, about to spoil it. So.
Right.
Did you guys watch everything?
Yeah.
The last
Yeah.
episode.
Nah,
The
we
latest
ain't.
episode.
I didn't see the end credits.
Right.
Should I wait outside?
No,
Oh,
I
have
no,
you not
come
seen
on
it
in.
then?
No.
Have you not seen this last episode? You
never
just
seen
fucking
this?
said
You
seen
just
it.
said you
I
did.
said I was
So
watching
much.
it with my sister.
Oh, man.
So why did you not finish it?
You know what? You guys talk about it. Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes.
No, you're gonna hold your fucking piss.
That bath might be a better bet.
What? Hang on.
Is it? I don't know. They're bathrooms. Whichever way you want to go, left or right, there's a bathroom either
So
way.
sorry.
Here? No
Yeah,
problem.
left, right, and there's a bathroom either way. But yes,
Straight to the back.
Yes, I
But,
got everything I wanted as a child. Yes. Crybaby Chauncey.
Real quick though, before we step into
I mean,
WandaVision,
he did have sickle cell, so
Marcus.
I can see why.
Right. They wanted to buy him whatever he could. Because
Right,
there's
they
no
couldn't.
telling when
They
they
couldn't. They did. Yeah, exactly. They didn't know.
They didn't expect from a financial standpoint to have to spend more than the money. We're only going to spend this money. So you're like, that's it.
Each year he got a budget, and then they were just really upset. Like, fuck again, another birthday.
Chauncey would have broke the Make-A-Wish Foundation if it was around back then.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Could you imagine that, Chauncey? If you were part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation back in the day?
Bro, I always thought about doing that because I had sickle cell. I didn't know if that counted though. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I have a certain life expectancy. I guess in a sense it is terminal. You know, so it's like I didn't really know. I thought about that, but I didn't know what I would have asked for from Make a Wish. Like you know,
You could do what that one dude and ask to
Like-
fuck Tiana Trump.
I was finna say yes, he did ask to fuck Tiana Trump. I don't think I would have did that.
I just want to know how. At what point did they stop
was finna
accepting
say-
Make-A-Wish kids?
I was like, and back in my day, Tiana Trump wasn't even popping. It was fucking
Tara
still
Patrick.
Tara Patrick and fucking
Jenna Jameson.
Exactly, it was still those bitches back
Jinx
in the day.
Mays,
You know,
Jenna
it was something like that. Yeah. Jinx
trying to
May
think
still popping though.
She is. Still
She
popping.
is still popping.
Ooh, boy.
That pussy still popping.
There's a lot of crazy ass
It's
porn stars
crazy.
out there now. Like Eliza Ibarra. You ever heard of her?
Yes,
That bitch is 5'11"
yes, and she likes to get fucked in the ass.
and by black guys.
It's crazy. I
You
did
don't watch porn no more?
right.
I
Like, who
don't
stopped
know.
watching
I don't
porn?
know people by their name.
You're not watching porn.
You're
properly
not
then.
watching
Like I
porn
don't.
properly.
I watch amateur porn. Like people
you
don't
like-
have names.
Novice porn.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
They
You
have
know,
names,
it's like
you don't know
that.
about it.
Yeah, they do have names.
No,
You
they
just-
don't.
You like your
Remember when we watched the
camera
same porn
positioned
together?
in one area.
Like, we watched the same porn
We did not watch the same porn together.
at the same time frame.
We ended up watching the same porn video the same day.
And we hung out and talked about it. It was fucking hilarious because it's like, he's like, I saw this porn about this dude in this van. Yo, was it a bigger? He's like, yeah, yo, I saw the same shit.
It's fucking
hilarious.
crazy.
But real quick, before we step into WandaVision,
Okay.
Marcus, this is probably going to be shitty and it's probably not even going to be good. But Battlefield 6 is coming out with a free to play, like
Is
a battle royale. Yes. Now it might be good if they give us slams again, because boy, do I miss
Da,
those.
da, da. Let the boys be boys. Slams. Da, da, da.
It's like that is I miss
miss
there was no better feeling than throwing down a shit ton of slams into a road and being on the other side of the fucking field and just getting 6 kills.
So you're excited? Like, are you hopeful that they actually do like? Are they gonna do a battle royale?
They are going to do a battle royale. I don't trust EA servers though.
That is a fact.
That is a fact. You saw what happened to Anthem.
Anthem and every other Battlefield
And
game
Marvel.
since Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 was so bad that we would probably lose connection mid-game, but it was still so good that we still joined back in.
Cool. Everybody give a shout out to Vic.
Oh, what up, Vic?
What up, blood?
Blah.
Otters rape people, Vic.
Yes.
yeah,
Otters
bro.
rape
Yes.
I mean,
Since
tell you,
you're
dog.
here, otters rape
I
people,
got some bad
Vic.
news, brother. Like
They also drown puppies.
Yes, they are not nice animals. They
Otters-
look cute, but
Wait,
they are
otters
not nice
don't rape
animals.
people. I take that back. No otters rape otters. Otters rape other animals, though.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
A big enough otter, I feel like
An otter man?
This is gonna sound
Yes, an
terrible,
otterman.
and I'm gonna get a fuck you bitch for this. I feel like a motivated otter could probably take down Chauncey.
Motivated. Exactly. It's because my hips are bad
So I'm
right
saying,
now.
like, 'cause he has a
Yeah.
compromised hip. I feel like an otter, if he so felt inclined,
Yeah.
he's taking Chauncey down. You know
So-
what I mean? And he
yeah,
has a
real-
lot of hair, and otters don't fight fair. So like,
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and head back
I
to the
could agree
beginning
with
of this
that.
conversation, though. All right, so 6-foot kangaroo versus 6-foot otter, both in the water. Who's more dangerous?
the otter.
The otter.
The otter.
The kangaroo in the water?
The kangaroo is known to kill people in the water.
So is the otter.
Exactly.
The otter's not strolling through Detroit shooting niggas.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck?
Fighting niggas in the water.
You know what I'm saying? Hopping my way through Australia, looking at
I like people. I'm just saying, bro. Like otters, like a 6-foot otter in the water. Do you know what type of monster you just fucking created?
An otter man.
No, it's not.
Vic did say
1922.
he said that they never said that he never said that they were nice, that they're just adorable. Honey badgers are fucking demons too.
Honey badgers are not fucking demons. They're afraid of nothing, though.
They are afraid of nothing.
What do you do when you have
fact,
no
they will
apex
fight a
predator? Like
lion.
you have no natural predators.
They
Right.
will fight a lion.
They just don't care if you have predators.
Exactly.
That's
This
what
is
it
just
is.
like, oh, you got predators?
What's-
Fuck that.
What's a god to a non-believer?
Oh word, oh word.
Basically.
Them niggas fuck you up, or ain't no one ever come try to fuck with me like,
like,
that. I'm gonna mind my business.
If you think about it, honey badgers are like what, forest animals?
Can we
And
domesticate them?
Shit.
Why not? No,
I feel like if
they
they
won't
could-
listen to you.
I feel like if they could, yeah, right, because they're not gonna be scared of me.
Right?
I
They're
just have to create emotional weight. You talk, who were we blackmailing earlier?
kangaroos, but now
Now
you
I'm
want
gonna
to
blackmail honey badgers.
I got your honey, Mr. Badger.
Oh, I got your honey, Mr.
Just
Badger.
like, look, no. I'm a motivated by hate. Hey, that motherfucker over there said you scared of him, dog.
Right.
Go fuck his ass.
Hell yeah.
I just want the power to talk to animals, but only to instigate shit. That's because you said useless superpowers, right? That's one of mine.
I have another useless superpower.
Nothing be-
If you have the ability like Medusa to like control your hair type deal thing, like Marvel
Huh.
Medusa and human wise.
Okay.
But that's it. But you also have alopecia.
What?
Oh shit!
So your hair is very thin and brittle, and sometimes
Yo.
it just falls out.
How much longer you think we're
Like-
recording?
Another 30 is good for you guys?
I don't know. I'm kind of liking the roll that
Yeah,
we're going on.
I'm
We're
vibing.
kind of just rolling and vibing.
I was
right
like,
now,
I'm
right?
vibing. I was like, we
But
can put
Cam-
Camilla in your
yeah,
place.
Cam-
We dead ass good. If you decide to
the
go,
fuck outta here.
yeah, man, we'll just throw Cam in. Boom, hop in, Cam. Lucas is like, he's not with that shit.
Lucas looked like he was definitely with it. Lucas looked like, hey man, I'll fucking hop out this recording.
I will
so
leave
quick.
right now.
You
Oh,
ain't telling me
see?
shit.
Yeah,
I got my
yeah.
little Australian British boo waiting on me to tell me.
Australian?
I forgot what she was. A
I
person.
see that.
She's a person.
Yes,
a human
she
being.
is a Guyanese person. Yes.
What?
She's not Guyanese, is she?
Guanan?
I'm so sorry, Aisha.
Indian?
She's Indian.
I'm so sorry,
Jesus
Aisha.
fucking Christ.
I'm so sorry.
He said Guyanese with confidence. That was the problem I had with
Yeah,
him,
man,
bro.
it's because I'm Alina. You know what I'm saying?
Alina's Guyanese?
Yeah,
Yes.
What do you think she
Guyana?
was? You racist motherfucker.
I didn't know what the fuck she was.
Puerto Rican? That's what Vic's mom asked me if Aisha was. Is she Puerto Rican? I know she looks like that, but she's not. She don't speak Spanish.
She don't speak Spanish, but she does speak bigot. No, just
That's what French people speak.
That's baguette.
no, that's baguettes.
Oh my god. Oh my croissant.
Well, she's Cam's over like, I am never coming back.
I came over here to watch anime, and these motherfuckers are ignoring me.
No, I'm trying to hold my laughter so I don't get in your.
Nah, man, you're in the recording. They hear you.
Marcus over here like, man, Keisha get a can.
We had bad time management. That's what we had.
That's really what it was.
We did like 20 mic checks.
Exactly. It took us forever to fucking get this shit to sound right.
Like now that I see all these microphones, I'm like, God damn.
Oh yeah, man.
What'd you say?
You guys are so ready to like. Do the
Yeah,
podcast and stuff,
we're
right?
dropping.
We're live right now.
We're dropping
Yeah.
dishes against the other solo
Oh, you
companies.
guys are live. Right
Yeah,
now?
we're
Yeah,
live right
live right now.
You know what we're doing?
This is our literal. Yeah.
When I woke up this morning, my heart was beating, so that's
It
how I know
is a
I'm live.
What y'all be doing? Just recording songs? We can do
Yeah,
that.
man. We just decided to do a test run, see how it goes, and make sure the sound. Vic says it sounds great, by the way. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vic.
Send me the what is it on? It's on Facebook.
yeah, it's on Facebook. Just go check my Facebook out.
Vic
Yeah.
said some stupid shit today on Facebook, and that's what I woke up to. I'm gonna go and throw that out there. Like, Vic said that he would be okay with being sad if his eyes were very blue.
He do be on some shit
You're
like
a
that.
fucking idiot.
What? Like,
You sound like you've never been sad before.
Whoa. No.
Eyes are blue.
You have to understand, Vic really likes blue eyes, and like he thinks they're a really pretty eye color.
Oh, so is that what
it is a very pretty eye
Like,
color.
like,
Yes.
no,
What
man.
is that? What does it have to do with being sad?
Because there was a picture of like the eyes in different states. It was like crack, weed.
Stages, not states.
Okay.
It can be states.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different states of being high on crack.
Right,
and
not
weed.
Florida, Nebraska.
I was saying like emotional state.
You talking about those streets?
I'm not arguing with the nigga with the record. But yeah,
Florida,
one of them was
Nebraska,
sadness.
Fowler.
One of them was sadness, and the sadness one, he was like, oh, "I wouldn't mind being sad if my eyes were that blue." This was like, so sadness just doesn't apply to you.
Right.
Just depressed all the time? I don't know.
Depressed in the islands.
Maybe that's what I got to do the next time I'm
Depressed in
sad.
the
Is just look at how my
islands.
eye color
You
is.
can have blue eyes, but you're always depressed.
Wow, what a shitty superpower.
Is that even a superpower?
No.
That's just it's
That's
not a
Vic's
personality
ideal.
trait. It's not a personality trait.
Right.
We talk about that. Remember that shit?
Oh, yeah,
When
I
we
can't
talk
wait
about
for that.
The Tinder and the Bumble shit. Me and him would be on Tinder and Bumble just looking at shit. And it's just like
I love reading the bios.
it's like the fact that you like hunting. That's not a personality trait. You know what I mean?
Dog mom and wine addict is not a personality trait.
Your zodiac sign is not an excuse to be a shitty person. I think you can.
Unless you
That
happen to
is
be
facts.
a Gemini, because there are a lot of serial killers that are Geminis.
Fuck you, Teddy. How about that?
Chauncey.
You right.
Chauncey.
You right.
Chauncey.
Ain't none of them been Libras.
Chauncey.
You right. I know, Lucas, what you finna say. Yes, I would kill all of y'all. Yes, no problem.
He has-
Serial killer
no,
tendencies.
so I
We
knew he
can
was gonna-
say that if you want to.
I knew he was gonna do that. It's not that he would kill all of us, because I think
It's the fact that he
probably more of
wants to kill
No.
all of
It's the
us.
fact that he's
Yeah,
thought
I
about
guess.
it.
Yes,
Now,
I have
Marcus,
definitely thought about it.
I know back when we talked about this and shit. There's not a right amount of money. There is for him.
It's like
Remember that? Remember that?
$25.
That's it?
Depends on who we're talking about.
Damn.
So how much?
Yes.
Teddy, the more
How
you
much
talk
is
to-
I worth, and how much is Lucas worth in terms of killing?
In terms of killing, like who would I kill first?
Who has the higher amount to kill?
Who has the higher amount?
Right,
to
like
kill?
would if somebody offered you to kill $1,000 for me and $500 for him, would you do it, or is it $500 for me, $1,000 for him?
Who would get the higher
Who
price?
has the higher price? Yeah.
Who has the
Who would
higher
you
price?
hesitate more
The
with
only
killing?
person that I will put the higher price on is Lucas, only because I know he knows some form of combat skills. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
what I
feel
heard-
like that one would be a little bit more
No,
work.
no. What I heard is, Teddy, you're fat and slow, and I can take you down easily. That's what I heard.
You got bad knees, Teddy.
You got fucking bad hips. Like you want to get into a ring, buddy?
What it sounds like is that Teddy
We-
wanted to fight Chauncey to
We
begin with.
can.
We can set up an MMA match.
Yeah, we can hop in the ring and get some gloves or
Can
something
I
on. Yeah.
officiate
I don't
this?
want to actually hit you with my hands. I would prefer with gloves or something.
Oh, so you think I'm too weak to be fucking hit with hands?
No. That is
don't
not
wanna
what I'm
bruise his
saying.
hand on
Put
your
some
face.
respect on my name.
Yes, no, it's just because I wouldn't use fists. I would literally gouge your eyes out. I would, yes, I would need, yes.
He needs to be restrained. Is what he's telling me.
Yes, I would have to be restrained because it's just because I'm smaller. I'm going to use any tactic to beat your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if we're gonna do this fair, put gloves on these hands.
On top of that, to really add to it, I can see, like, I think 1,000 wouldn't be enough, to be real, to be completely real.
Yeah, so like what would be the price?
No. Here's the reason why I say it. Because I used to be a small person, so I know how he gonna fight. I know what he gonna do. I was the smallest one in my family for a very long time. I used to get bullied by my little sister. Come on, y'all. Like,
I wish I knew what that felt like. Like, I've never been the smallest in my family.
Never been bullied?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
wow.
He's
Hey,
definitely
man.
been bullied.
Man, been
boy.
bullied.
He's definitely been bullied.
What I'm saying, so like, in this situation, it's like, I have more experience about how to deal with someone like that little motherfucker. Because I know what he's going to come with.
I feel
and two, Chauncey's not hard to restrain if you try hard enough. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's losing a fight against the otter because what makes me the otter's not gonna pull his hair? Like, they have
I never
no.
said he was facing an otter.
No. We talk about if he had to get it, if it came down to it with the otter. It's like
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
not
yeah,
fighting.
yeah.
They're gonna pull his hair.
It's, if the otter drags me in the water, it's all over anyways. I'm fucked. Like I don't like water like that. You know what I'm
He
saying?
can swim, but
I can swim.
not as good as an otter.
Yeah, man, not as good as an otter, definitely. Not as good as an otter, definitely. But just because, man, my sickle cell, I feel like will start acting up in the water. I'm fucked anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I think it's hilarious.
I'm fucked
anyways.
anyways.
Just like the visual of him fighting an otter, because like all I see now is hair flipping around. He's not fighting a gator, but I feel like the otter's gonna roll his ass around.
Be in a death roll.
Otter death roll.
In a fucking
That's
otter
pretty good.
death roll.
I don't. So that kind of raises the question: what animal logistically do you think you could beat in a fight? Like that would be a real challenge.
Chauncey himself, I feel like he could take on a house cat.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I feel like I'm beating anything with fur.
Anything with it.
Anything.
Right, that's why he didn't say a snake or anything like that, because he fucking pussy out, weak bitch.
Here's what pissed me off. Here's what pissed me off for real. This nigga.
Right, he fucking die,
Hear
weak
me out.
bitch.
This nigga Teddy will 100% go balls to the wall, try to fight a goddamn polar bear. Try to hug a polar bear, be prepared to fight that polar bear. Give
Yes.
this nigga a skink.
I can't do it. They're so.
You can't even call them slimy because it's not that they're slimy. So if we go off of like the worst, like for you're scared of roaches, right? And you have an aversion to birds, which is hilarious.
Avian creatures.
You told me that you killed roaches. You told me that you're scared of roaches.
He has killed a roach and then it squirted in his mouth one time. That was hilarious.
And then it squirted in his mouth.
Spiders.
He had-
I'm
he
still
had-
scared
I thought I
of
was
spiders.
gonna die then.
So, if we're talking about just the roach aspect of it, the biggest...
It'd have to be a lot of roaches for me to be afraid of.
No, like the roach from Men in
Like-
Black.
That's awful.
Right. Him, get him a Komodo dragon.
I'm fucking up a Komodo dragon.
No, you
No,
are
you
not.
I
are
am
not.
fucking up a Komodo dragon.
No, you
Komodo
are not.
dragons are big enough to where I can punch it safely.
No, you can't.
No, you cannot.
No, you can't. No, you
I'm
can't.
going after its kidneys.
Where
doesn't
are
have-
where are they located?
On its back,
Okay, all right.
not near its mouth.
I'm trying to think you have no
Okay.
idea about a Komodo dragon's anatomy.
Right.
Like, one,
facts.
first of all, they have venomous saliva, nigga. Like,
That's
Yeah, that's why I'm not
It's
going near
not
them in the
venomous.
mouth.
It's just so
Gross.
filled
They-
with bacteria. and
Right.
fungus.
I don't mean
Yeah,
venomous
yeah,
in the sense
yeah.
of poisonous. I meant venomous in just like vile.
Right.
That's what I mean. Like,
Right,
I'm
right,
using
right.
it as like
It's vile bile.
It's basically sewer water.
Basically,
They
I
have
guess.
it's worse than sewer
water.
water. It's Flint water.
They literally carry damn near
Wow.
every bacteria in their mouth.
Don't wow me, my nigga. It's not my fault that they haven't gotten that shit situated and they need to.
Facts. Also,
Facts.
slightly a spoiler for Judas and the Messiah, Judas and the Black Messiah. But
Yeah.
at the end, it turns into a Breonna Taylor movie.
Wow.
I did not think he would make this joke live.
I didn't think he was gonna make this joke live at all, but I had a feeling he was just because I know Teddy. That's just because I know Teddy.
Yeah. This is.
I can agree.
This isn't a joke about the situation that Breonna Taylor went through,
Right.
but it's insane.
Literally what happened.
About how
It's literally what
It's
happened.
literally what
damn
happened.
near.
Yeah.
Basically, cops literally bust in the crib and just start shooting up the place. This is
Right.
basically
Right.
what happened. So.
Except the only difference is in this one they knocked first.
Oh yeah, they did knock first.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
So what is it under? Sundays with the boy?
Sundays never felt better.
On
All one word.
Podbean?
Yeah, on Podbean.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's what it is on Puppy.
Yeah, I
he
shared
never
a link
seen-
on Facebook. Too.
Oh, okay. All
But
right.
if you click on the link on Facebook, it just asks you to open up the app.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause you have to
just hit-
download
You just
the
hit
app.
go as guest or
Oh yeah, you can go as a guest. That's right. Unless you download the app, then
Yeah,
you set up
yeah.
your own thing. So
Which I should probably do eventually. Huh?
yeah,
I'm liking Podbean.
Sundays
pretty
never
cool.
felt
It's
better. It's
pretty,
not showing up for me.
it was pretty easy. I didn't think it was really gonna be that streamlined easy. I
Right,
really
right,
thought I
very
was gonna
easy to
have
access.
issue like that.
This
But
is not a plug for Podbean.
right, we're not advertising for Podbean, but Podbean is nice. We are enjoying it so far.
I don't know, Vic. What do you mean a grizzly bear has fur? Of course, a grizzly bear has fur.
He's
That's
basically
why I would
saying that,
fight it.
like,
He's
he's
just-
saying that Vic, you're not understanding that he would fight a bear. If so inclined, he was not going to fight it ideally.
I would hug it. I would hug the fuck
First,
out of it.
first he would hug it.
I
The
didn't
bear
see
would
that.
fight me.
I wasn't looking.
The bear would fight me because I'm coming into its safe space.
Yeah, man. What's up? You got us on?
Shiny Eevee.
Oh, nice. Got your little shiny.
Look at that.
Is that your first one?
My first shiny Eevee. Yeah.
Oh man, let me open my game. I got like 30 of them.
I'm sorry.
I got like 30 of them bitches.
We did get like 17 of the motherfuckers like it was nothing.
It's insane.
It was
They,
so-
they used to go raiding and stuff like that. That's
yeah,
why.
back during the craze. I think you may want to turn that off there, my guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Boop, boop, doop.
Boop boop be doop. Look at us.
So he said we can't domesticate honey badgers that domesticate us.
Yes.
Bring it back.
As in, we move into their dens.
Are they nice to the young? Because if they're nice to the young, I'm not against this. I just don't. I just feel like tired of the fallacy that is being a human being. Like it's just so much bullshit.
Oh yeah.
So you'd rather
Two
see
idiots
it
back in the
from
'90s
the-
decided to have sex, and look at me now. Like I didn't ask for this shit.
I'm getting paper. Look at me now. Look at me now. Damn, nobody gonna ride. Man, fuck all of y'all.
Man, fuck y'all bitch ass niggas. How y'all doing? I'm Lil Tunchi. I go stupid. I got you though.
Yeah, see, there we go. See, somebody got me.
Copyright.
Teddy is a grade though. He probably doesn't know that song, so I thought about
Yes,
that.
I know.
What do you mean? That's like the most prolific song rapped by white people.
That is a great song.
A gray song? I don't think that's a
I
gray
don't know
song.
about great.
Yeah, white people know that song.
Oh, okay, yes. Whenever you say it
It's
like
a
that.
nice multicultural song. I guess
You're
if
really
that's what
lucky
you want to
that
say.
Eminem didn't hop on it, man.
Multiracial.
I fucking hate Eminem.
Whoa, hold on.
Don't
So
let Eminem hear you say
'cause
that.
you're
He's
gonna-
gonna make
no.
a diss track about it.
hear me out.
Oh no!
Hear me out. If Eminem makes a diss track about Teddy, we made it.
Right? Like fucking do it. Somebody send this shit to
First and
fucking
foremost.
Eminem right
Second
now.
of all, you have to be careful with saying that because people automatically start to go, well, he's an all-successful rapper. Hear me out. As I've always felt. Eminem back in the day was great. He is too inconsistent to be considered the GOAT. That's really how I look at it from a musical standpoint. And one is I always get the eyes rolled and shit whenever I say it. I'm not meaning to make it a racial thing, but it's like music is dominated. Like it's behind the scenes, it's all Caucasian and
Right.
stuff. So in an industry that is designed to cater to lining the pockets of the Caucasian male, these Caucasian people, why would a white artist not succeed? Like he literally had all the tools to succeed. The only thing they told him is you can't say nigga. That's it.
Yeah.
So, but aside from that, like Eminem's body of work, he does have phenomenal songs. I don't know about phenomenal. He does have really good music. He does have music that was 100% the soundtrack of a generation. But at the same time, it's like you haven't touched that same amount of success in a very long time. Like even with the most recent stuff he's come out with, I feel like it's lacking. I don't feel like it's the Eminem that made you. It's not the nitty gritty Eminem. Like you don't believe his narrative now because it's not the narrative that made him that got him to where he was at.
Because nobody wants to hear angry music no more.
Angry white music.
I ain't listened to Eminem in years anyway.
Want to know what
so-
song? Here's the thing I want people to do. Like look up, like imagine songs that you grew up listening to that today would not be played.
No, you got Instagram. Oh, you
Like-
got Instagram.
Think about pages that like songs today. Like a song if they had came out now, they would have been canceled immediately because of how it works, right?
What's your Instagram?
A song that come up off rip is Little Piece of Heaven.
Facts.
It's
Are we talking about Avenged Sevenfold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about
songs like
Eminem
that.
for a second.
No, I'm gonna say like songs like that. Like there's songs that came out back in the day that if they would have come out now, people never would have been able to do this. A song that kind of falls in that line is the Hollywood Undead.
Which one?
Undead.
Not
That's
the group.
That's the name of the song is Undead.
Okay.
The name of the song.
It's one of the most prolific songs.
Never heard of it.
Yes, you have. You just don't think that you have.
Never heard of him.
You're not telling me you went to Sefner for 4 years. You went to Armwood for 4 years. You did not hear the song.
I went to Burnett for 3, so I was in Sefner for 7. And no. I actually went to Lopez for a little bit too, so you know what I'm saying? Like 8.
About 8. Man. Yo. Oh yeah, WandaVision. Then we.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. We got sidetracked
touched on that. Wow. I was about to jump into.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
I told you he's a gray. He's not fully white.
That
he's
is a
not
super
fully
white song.
black. You know, he's that in between.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I
basically
refer
I'm
to him as.
saying, which goes to my point. Listen to it, and then tell me what the fuck do you think they would have done if that song came out this year? The song would have been like new, because I'm talking about it's heavy on the F word. No, it's about fuck. I'll say fuck all goddamn day. The other F word that rhymes with maggot.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
Anyways.
was so lost.
Right.
But yeah, Little Piece of Heaven alone, Jesus.
That's
fucking Christ.
the same for old television too. Have you heard that old Eddie Murphy stand up?
Oh my God, yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to do that now. George Carlin? George Carlin
to
wouldn't
give
even
you
be
an
able
example,
to do
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle is under a lot of fire right now because he's not considered an ally because he's made jokes about the trans community.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about it, bro. Like, if it's equality, we should be able to make jokes. As long as we're highlighting that, like, we're trying not to
that. The only
denounce
joke.
all the shit that they went through and all that stuff. As long as
Right.
we're like really bringing to bear, like they want to. If it's equal, everyone should be able to talk to it in an unfiltered forum.
That's true.
To be fair, right? Like, you make straight jokes all the goddamn time. It's cool, whatever. But I'm not saying it in the sense of like, oh well, fuck your plight. I'm not saying that at all. 100% is more along the lines of just like, hey, maybe it shouldn't be this sensitive about this, which still goes to the Gina Carano thing.
The only jokes you should make about trans are Trans Ams. Because nobody drives those anymore.
This guy. Oh my fucking god.
So, WandaVision, guys.
Yes, back to WandaVision.
Quickly, before we have to
Quickly,
start out
quickly,
with
go.
Monday with the guys.
Right.
Saturdays with the fellas.
But WandaVision was really great. I like the fact that they pretty much stayed in their retro costumes the entire time. And I like the fact that Pietro asked all the questions that we really wanted to know.
Right.
Really did.
She didn't answer none of them.
Not a
one.
fucking one.
She didn't answer none
Not a
of them.
fucking
No.
one.
She answered one.
But he made a lot of sense. He's like, well, yeah, I wouldn't want to see my fucking dead brother's face if I was trying to avoid responsibility and reality.
If that was the case, what you do? Why didn't you do that with Vision?
Right. She didn't do that with Vision.
Because she loves Vision.
well,
So she don't love her brother.
she did. She did answer one of his questions.
She did answer one.
Yeah.
Which one?
How are you doing all this? How did all this happen? What's
Oh,
going? Like,
She
well,
said, I don't know.
fucking know.
She said, I
Yeah,
don't
she,
know.
well, yeah, that's
Which is
which is
an
answer.
And then
yeah.
immediately did it.
You're right. You expanded it. Like, oh,
I don't know how I did this,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna do it.
expand.
Right. I'm gonna make it bigger though, even though I don't know how I'm doing.
A big
it.
conversation is that people think it's not going to be Mephisto, just because they don't see them portraying the devil as a real villain.
Huh.
There has been this
BT
thing
dubs.
lately where they.
I feel like if they're gonna have a rated R Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, I
maybe
don't
this
see
is just the build up into her being the villain. that
right.
she
And
needs
then
to
they're
be.
doing Deadpool rated R. They're doing Blade
But
rated R.
Disney's
So
not doing it though.
I didn't know.
You know, you know how it's being held in a
Oh, it's
different studio.
Cottonmouth.
I see.
Hear me out.
Mahershala
This is
Ali.
fucking hilarious.
Mahershala.
Because niggas, because that's the thing. That's why they're saying that Mephisto's not going to be the big villain in Doctor Strange, because it's like they're not going to go with the whole devil route. It's like, me and you were talking about it because you watched me play that bullshit. Chernobog, fucking call in Kingdom Hearts. He's literally the fucking devil.
literally the devil.
Chernoborg's dope as fuck though. I love Chernoborg.
Eh, fuck that
Right.
fight though.
That fight wasn't that bad for me.
You did not play it on proud.
No, I didn't.
That fight was bullshit.
Well,
feel
then
you.
at that point in time, it's just the difficulty level that you're playing on.
That fight was always bullshit. I never liked that. Like, any fight you have to fly in, I hate it.
Yeah, just the flying mechanic is trash.
Flying mechanics, because it is one, and those camera angles are trash.
That's what I'm saying.
Flying
Like
was
bro,
trash. Like
I went
everything
and
in
fought
that game.
the fucking. I went and fought
was
the Ice Titan,
phenomenal.
nigga.
Right.
The Ice Titan is such a hard fight just because it's not because of him.
Is it because he has all those kids trapped in cages?
I will hit you. It is
About the princesses.
No, we're talking about the
He's
ice.
talking about the deportation centers. Like,
Ice. The Ice Titans. Just, oh my god.
but like the Ice Titan, like when you're fighting him, the shards and shit, it just has an angle on the camera that is hard. You can't see the fucking shards.
That's how I feel about fighting the fucking Cerberus and the fucking the tournament shit. Not the tournament, but the trials. Fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
You were
Is it
right.
the tournament?
It
Cups.
was.
Okay, it is the tournament.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you fight him
yeah,
in-
yeah,
you fight him in,
I
um,
fucking hate fighting Cerberus. I couldn't get past him.
Hades is the devil,
Is he?
isn't he?
Hades.
He's the god of the underworld.
God of the underworld, which is technically the devil.
No. He's
No.
god of the underworld.
Huh.
That's it.
Because he's not even the god of the dead.
He's the god of the underworld.
Yeah, you're right.
Thanatos is the god of the dead.
That's right.
They're roommates.
Basically.
They have bunk beds.
That's what it sounds like. They know
like
they sleep in
Satan and
the
Lucifer.
they sleep in the
And-
same bed like the Powerpuff Girls.
Amigos.
Yeah, Hades, Persephone, and fucking Thanatos. No. They have bunk beds.
They
And
be beefing
Thanatos sleeps on the top, and Hades and Persephone fuck on the bottom.
No.
That's
They-
crazy.
The funny part about it is if they do the whole laying side by side shit, they have a real lot of issues whenever Persephone is back in fucking town because she's only there 6 months out the fucking.
Oh yeah, because she's 6 months.
Damn, Hades, you mad cool whenever your bitch ain't around, my nigga. But no, like but this is kind of the same thing with Osiris. Like
Niggas
Osiris
act different when they girls come around.
fight. Not true. Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Yeah, I was about like Hades. Like Hades was known for being like a great fucking husband, like literally the best of the gods. When it like he just has a bad rap because he's where he's at. Like
Yeah.
like how he treated his wife as he was supposed to. He did not covet other women. He literally anyone that ever came into his domain, it was always a hey, I will help you, just don't do it this way. And he gave them very simple rules to follow, and they would always fuck it up. Like all you had to do was go all the way to the top of the end of it without looking back once. And because you didn't believe him, because you heard some other shit about this nigga, your bitch turned to salt. It was salt.
Wait, whoa.
Well, this guy
Greek mythology?
Yeah, it's Greek mythology.
I think he's. Did you just? Are you talking about Greek mythology now?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about the Bible?
I'm talking about
Greek
Hades.
mythology. Hades.
Oh well, no, because there was the whole thing about Sodom and Gomorrah
That's a little
Gomorrah
bit different situation.
turned to salt. That's
No,
what I
that
thought
was
was
a-
happening too.
I see.
But that's why I got
Sodom and
confused.
Gomorrah also
I
had to
see.
be. Like, we're not getting into theology here. That's crazy. But no, it's like one of the people that tried to. He basically sought an audience with Hades, and I believe he's the one that actually brought forth the fact about how Cerberus loves
I
music.
just wanted to say this live. I just wanted to like.
You want to slide in over
I'm
here?
just adding to the thing. I thought it would. You know what? Never mind. I'm sorry.
No, you
No,
already started.
you're already there.
no.
You're already
Yeah,
there.
you
Come
already
come on.
started.
You're,
Go,
you're
go,
so
go.
close. You're so
Because
close.
He went to the underworld to save his wife. I just can't remember the name of the guy.
Hercules,
No, it was not Hercules.
No, it
Chauncey.
wasn't Hercules.
Heracles, Persephone,
No.
Percy.
Pericles,
No, I'm just adding to what he's saying.
Popsicles,
Popsicles.
That's the cold hero.
chocolate keys.
Stop. Just stop.
I'm gonna look it up. To be honest with you, just because I know what it was. Because like there was one of I don't know who it was that taught. Because like they really went into detail about how like it's been a common
1
thing
week since you looked at me. Come give it some things.
It's been a common thing in Cerberus's lore that he loves music. Even in Harry Potter, Fluffy loved what the Fluffy?
Fluffy.
Fluffy was the name of Fluffy. They called her Cerberus Fluffy because Fang was his dog. Fluffy loved music. That's how they put him to sleep. So the dude put his ass to
yeah.
sleep.
Somebody in the group chat over here put Hercules, but I know what you're talking about. Hercules. Right. I thought they were like serious though. I thought it was like
They
dead-ass
probably
Hercules.
are.
Are you? Let us know, Tron Cat.
They probably are for all
Who
the
are
fuck
you,
I know.
Tron Cat? Man cave.
Part of the reason that he was also like the reason that he gets such a bad rap is because the Greeks feared that.
Meow.
That's fair.
Like that's why they depicted him so terribly was because they were scared of him. Yeah, like I love Greek mythology. I was low key considering before
Low key. Norse mythology. I'm sorry.
Fuck this podcast.
And
Nah, if I didn't do Egyptian, I was gonna do Greek.
Yeah. So now, but his arm's walking like an Egyptian now, so he's fucked.
Man. It's already fucking engraved with hieroglyphs and shit.
Hieroglyphs?
Hieroglyphs?
Yeah, isn't that not
yeah, those are glyphs that are higher.
Hieroglyphs?
hieroglyphs. How do you say it?
Hieroglyphs.
Oh, so off. Oh my god.
It's all about pronunciation, my brother.
Exactly, bro. Sorry.
I told you what
man.
I'm gonna do with the top part, right?
No, I don't believe so.
With the Tide Pods?
Stained glass.
Eat them.
Oh, top part.
Needs
Sorry.
some of
We keep digressing. WandaVision, guys.
Yeah, WandaVision. I feel
Jesus
like
Christ.
I feel like they will still have some type of big bad because they still want to give some type of illusion that, or not illusion, but they still want to give Wanda a she's not a bad person thing.
Yeah.
You know, they still want her to be a hero.
Man, this is a tragic hero bullshit that they be doing with everybody.
Yeah.
Like, if you really go look into it, like, look at it in anime and shit.
But that whole scene where Vision was like walking out of the force field, like y'all saw how like it was attracting towards him before he walked out. I was like he was supposed to like be part of it almost, or
Yeah,
it's
like he was not supposed to leave.
right.
It's like
Real quick,
he's
though.
being animated by chaos magic. The whole
Right.
barrier is
It's
chaos
exactly the
magic.
whole
Right,
barrier is
right.
chaos magic, so it's attracted to him in general.
I
And
feel
then,
like it was also trying to repel him. Is the
I
vibe
legit
that I
feel
got.
like he's not dead.
Vision?
I don't think that he's dead.
Vision is dead.
No, I'm saying because of
Well-
her ability to rewrite reality, I 100% believe that he's alive.
right.
I also
did bring his personality back,
he's
somehow.
technically not though, because they say it in the show. It says Hayward is tracking decaying vibranium. So, and Vision is decaying vibranium. I didn't even know vibranium could decay because I thought it was a metal, but
I
those
thought
are
this whole thing was literally not decaying.
right. But that's what they said. She was like, he's tracking decaying vibranium. So the only thing that's vibranium that's there is Vision.
Right.
Honestly, I didn't interpret it that way. When they said decaying vibranium signals, I thought they were using decay in the literal sense, not in the sense of just referring to something dead. I thought they were referring to it as like there is a vibranium there, but the stronger the power her energy becomes, the less that you're able to the less that you are able to pick up on it, because to decay means to rot away, to take away. Like the signal is not as strong as it once was. It is in a state of decay. That's when I heard decaying vibranium signals. That's what I thought.
I see.
I didn't even think about it that way. I mean, granted, like, yeah, cool, give me that, but
Vic said that he thinks Vision is also still alive, just not in the same way that you're thinking.
Right.
I feel like there shouldn't be any reason for him to be dead, just because he's an artificial intelligence. Also, real quick though, in the beginning of the episode, whenever they're doing the whole you'd like a little what was it, matador? It wasn't a matador, luchador.
No,
And then
he's like,
he's like, ooh, me gusta, and he's like
chili con carne.
right.
chili con carne.
Racist motherfucker. All right, Vision knows all the languages in all of the world, and you're gonna sit here and tell me you don't know Spanish, buddy?
Can he
You
be
racist
racist?
piece of shit.
Can he be racist?
Jesus Christ.
Yes,
He's a
'cause
purple
it's
synthesoid.
right here. He is red as fuck. Red with the stars and barbs, baby. That man is racist. That
Yeah,
British
man.
fucking accident racist motherfucker.
Honestly, guys, what? But okay, so another thing. What the fuck happened? There was a lot more kids. Like,
Right.
But
And he brought
But
that up
that's what
too.
he brought up though.
Pietro brought that up.
The kids were probably sleeping until now. And it's
Yeah.
Right, like where'd you pull all these kids
I think
from?
it's because her power isn't increasing.
I feel like she realized
in
to
the last
minimize
episode,
it into a
remember-
concentrated area is
Right,
what it really
that's
Remember
why-
the last episode, Vision asked you, was like, "Yo, why aren't there any other kids?"
Right.
And then she changed it. She changed reality to match what would actually happen. But also,
that's why she made it a Halloween episode, so it would be kids out.
and I also feel like, as you can see on the outer rim,
Look at you
things
watching
is
your
just
breakdown
like
videos.
things are just like standstill. So I feel like she realized that, or she didn't realize it because she still doesn't understand that she is doing this and she has this ability. But concentrated,
It is
wise,
concentrated. Yeah.
Right. That's why you can
Things
tell
can,
on the
like-
outside areas. That's why the people aren't moving at all. So
Right,
she's
right.
concentrating more
She's
in
not
the
intermittent
town
with She
center.
with other people because she's using the majority of her strength in the
Right in the
yeah,
controlled
main
How
area.
are those people surviving?
They're in a lot of fucking pain.
Yeah, but no,
No, eating,
Yeah.
drinking, stuff like that.
because they kept
Yeah.
doing it. And it's been
It's the
weeks,
scope of her power.
Right.
Like
It hasn't been
first and
weeks. It's only been
foremost-
days.
days.
Yeah.
First and fucking foremost, get it out of the way. Scarlet Witch is one of the most broken Marvel characters of all fucking time.
Her and Doctor Strange.
Like they are fucking broken. There's not even like, oh, you can even no. That bitch is broken.
Yeah.
No, that's a fact. She did just create twins out of nothing.
She
Brought
did.
her brother back.
That's what happens whenever a mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
That's a lot of assumptions to make there.
So she's a necrophiliac who's brought 2 kids into the world.
How does she have kids with the synthezoid?
Necrophiliism.
Man juice?
How the fuck?
Nanobites.
He...
Nanobites are small bagel bites.
The small bites of a bagel.
That's how it happened, man. He made a nanobite dick and went
Vic,
to
you
town.
definitely die in weeks without food. I think you have like a total of like 2 weeks, 3 weeks without food. You can
Yeah.
definitely die.
Yeah. But I don't think like she's like, I think it's just like when stuff is going on, she's controlling her powers more and consolidating her powers in one area. But then like she's still allowing them to like, all right, you know, it's a little bit more leisure. I don't need to have controlled everybody in this one area no more. You know, I can spread out a little further. You know, y'all go eat and do this, whatever the fuck.
I still
don't
think
know.
it's weird that she's just not
Probably.
aware what Vision does.
No. I'm saying that's
weird,
That's what
too.
I was gonna say. That's what I was literally gonna mention. Now is like,
Yeah.
she had to be told that he was in pain.
Vic, you need water within 3 days or you die.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's what water is.
That's what water is. Water sucks. It really sucks.
An article says that the
Marcus
body can
fucked me up
survive
that
for
day.
8 to 21 days without food and water. What? And up to 2 months if there's an access to an adequate water intake.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Google.
Yeah. So it's in general, it's like you could, but you really shouldn't.
I see.
That's really bad for
I feel
you.
like that depends on your body mass and stuff.
Think
too.
about how you are now.
Because if you have like a lot of fat on you to eat away, I can understand you surviving that long because your body's eating itself.
I'm immortal.
Yeah, you got
not
a
even
lot.
that big, Teddy. Shut the fuck up.
I'm immortal.
Especially around the middle.
The thing is, I can't even call you rotund.
No, I'm robust. I'm what you would call a 7-layer bean dip.
Oh my god. No.
I tell you what I told him one time.
What
He
was it?
reminds me of Zoidberg without a shell, and he was like, "Bro, that would actually hurt." Cause here's the thing. I didn't have my shirt on, and I walked past him. I'm like, you know how Teddy is. You look at Teddy. He starts to be on some bullshit. He looked at me. I'm like, man, I'm OD. He's like, what? I was like, without. Like, I was thinking to myself that you look like Zoidberg without a shirt. He's like, dude, that would hurt. That would hurt.
It did hurt because it's accurate, and that's the part that hurt. I really fucked up Kevin at the job one day too, because like I was talking about getting a face tattoo, and I was like, Kevin, can I get a face tattoo as a lead or anything like that? And he's like, are you making fun of Matt? I'm like, no, bro, this is a general question. He's like, and he walked away, and he came back, and he's like, I just don't want you to ruin your, your body's a really good body, and I don't want you to ruin it. I was like, yeah, that's why I'm gonna do it to my face, because my body's already fucked up. Unless you like, unless you like the physique of like melting ice cream, then you I'm good. And then he had the audacity to size me up.
Bruh,
Like he looked me up and down.
Kevin looked this man up and down. I'm just like, damn, Kevin, bro, I see you thinking about it, bro, and that's fucked up, dog.
What it probably is, to be 100% real, is he's just never seen you in that light. Because Kevin just seems like a nice guy. It's just like,
Kevin's a real nice guy. We just be
Oh,
fucking around.
Right.
Oh my
like
god.
he's probably like,
That's literally how he was. He was like, that's not what he was trying to say.
He wanted to say no, Teddy. You
Right.
don't look like that, but he realized he couldn't.
because the line was just gonna
Right.
be too much.
There's a reason why I avoid wearing white T-shirts.
I've been called fat. Like Johnny called me fat.
Damn,
Then my work husband called me fat. That was
that's
crazy.
crazy.
That's work domestic abuse.
Yo, that's why we're not together no more. That was why we're not together no
That
more.
was because you quit.
You
No,
did quit.
that's not why we're not together. We, like, or we had problems in our relationship before that. It
Problems
started
He
with
never
calling me
looked
fat.
during.
He didn't look at you during. Is that why?
No, when he did, it was with a face of disgust. Like,
Are you sure you're not just kink shaming him?
I'm not king shaming him because he literally said, "You're kind of fat." Like,
Right. So maybe
Oh,
that's his
man.
kink, is telling you that you're hefty.
I don't think that you get. But like,
You don't know.
Like, damn, baby, you got some rolls on you. I like to put some jelly in between
That is a
those
thing.
and lick 'em
That
up.
is actually in my Tinder bio. Is that I want to put cinnamon butter. Like my thing is I want to go to Texas Roadhouse. So if you're down for like cinnamon butter rolls, we can do that. And then like underneath it was like I've actually been to Texas Roadhouse and it's not that great, but if you have rolls, I'm still down.
hear me out. Teddy don't even like talking to people on Tinder. Like,
BlackBerry Messenger, Vic?
he'll get dates. Like, he'll have dates. Like, I don't hang out with them no more. But like, it's funny to me because me
As
and
I
him-
just canceled my date yesterday.
facts.
Right. Right.
You know what my bio used to say? It's like if I said some stupid shit like I'm a vegetarian, I probably have more like more connection.
Christ.
But yeah, no, like I'm glad to be off of that type of shit because it was toxic as fuck. Like I learned so much about myself. Like I don't like watching people lift the pictures of fish. That's not sexy to me.
I never saw a woman do that.
Huh.
So what side of Tinder were you on?
Facts.
Nigga, I don't know what the fuck your parameters are set.
My age parameters are 55 and up. I was looking for a sugar mama or just the love of my life that I could have for like 2 years until they die.
You gotta get yourself a gerbil.
Right. That's what it sounds like. You need.
You think
a
he wants
fucking
something
gerbil.
self-sufficient that won't live that long.
A goldfish.
Them motherfuckers not making it the trip home with this nigga, bro. We told mom that we're gonna get a beta fish for a fish tank, and she's like, "No." She's like, "They're violent." I'm like, "That's my point."
Right.
Right? He literally asked, "You should get a beta fish to thin out the herd." And she's like, "No, they'll eat all the other fish." I know, that's what I said.
That's what I just told you. Like, so what,
Somebody's not listening.
So we're in agreement now. Like,
Right.
So you understand.
right? That's where I'm at with it.
Facts. Fucking great.
Did we discuss WandaVision more?
I think that
Christ.
we keep popping up. We keep
Who's your
trying.
favorite character in WandaVision?
Right now,
I appreciate Paul Bettany as an actor, but he is not my favorite.
it's Kat Dennings for me. Kat Dennings and Jimmy Woo.
Yeah, Jimmy
Randall
Woo
Parks
is-
and
Jimmy Woo's
fucking
fun.
Kat Dennings
Yeah.
are the greatest. And I'm so happy that now she's a part of the Kat Dennings, like her character is a part of whatever's
Well,
happening in
technically,
that
we
fucking
don't know what she's a part of now because she got sucked up into the fucking shit. We don't know what she
Wow.
turned into.
world. While connected to a fucking
Right,
truck.
while connected to a truck. We don't know what she turned into.
She
to
might be the
honest.
new Vision. She's a
Or-
transformer.
The new meta transformer. If she's evil, it's gonna be an Decepticon.
DC Cyborg.
Could become Jakara. That'd be crazy. That'd
Whatever
be
she is, she's
insane.
definitely going to be
Drakara?
more than meets the
I see what
eye.
you did there.
Jakara.
Drakara, because
No.
she's attached to a car.
No, Jakara being Vision's Ultron's wife.
Yeah. Yes.
I thought it was Yocasta.
I think it is Yocasta or
Yeah, it's
Jocasta.
spelled with a J.
Yeah,
But it's pronounced Yocasta.
I think it's pronounced Yocasta.
It's the same name
yeah.
as the name of one of the moons for Jupiter. Uranus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uranus.
Right.
7 nigga. Like,
Vic says she became a hood ornament bitch, so she became
Looking like a little Rolls Royce.
right. Looks like a Rolls Royce. That's what I was thinking of. It's fucking great.
Right.
Oh man.
I don't see, but damn. That
No,
is
but then
crazy.
I like how they brought up how Monica Rambeau, since she's gone in there twice, like her cells have changed
they're
already.
fucked, right?
So it seems like they're like foreshadowing that she's gonna become Photon or Spectrum in the,
Right,
in the
and-
MCU, and I'm like, that's lit.
I was telling him too, like it's pretty cool that like right now what you're seeing is the evolution of Monica Rambeau probably becoming like a huge major character
Yeah.
in the MCU. Like it's nice to see the real origin progression from like nothing to something probably major for the next
Right.
like Thanos level threat.
Right.
Right. Secret War.
man.
Isn't she gonna be the new Captain
No.
That implies that something happened to the other Captain Marvel.
Right.
No, she's Carol Danvers will still be there. I don't think they're gonna get rid of her. They still have some things that they have untouched on her, like the whole Bluebird thing. Is that what it is? Warbird. Yeah, Bluebird's the Naruto intro.
Yeah, there's I don't know. There's a lot of things that because again, this is supposed to just lead directly into Multiverse of Madness, right?
Yeah.
So does this mean that it's only a 1-season thing?
No, I don't see that.
I don't see. I'm saying like after Multiverse of Madness comes out, do you think they're going to continue doing this show?
The WandaVision show?
Yeah.
No, I feel like
tough.
something else
Also-
gonna happen.
At the same time, do you see them doing any of the others?
What other
I
ones?
feel like maybe
Falcon and Winter Soldier
I feel like
Loki?
Falcon and the
Yes.
Winter Soldier could probably get a second season. That and I also feel like Armor Wars with War Machine. I feel like
That is happening.
What if it's going to be like the
What If's already got
I-
like
I-
20 something episodes. They're gonna
feel-
do.
I
So.
feel like we're going to have an episode about Howard. I feel like we're going to have a series about Howard the Duck, and it makes me really mad.
I think the Armor Wars thing though is going to be pretty big, just because they haven't really shown the spotlight on Rhodey yet.
Yeah.
So that's going to be his thing. But Wanda and Vision being a part of the main Avengers, and for them to be so relevant, as well as Falcon and Winter Soldier being that big as well.
Yeah.
I feel like they're more of big screen movie title people and less of TV show things. I
feel you.
so it's going to be tough. We'd really have to watch it and see where it ends up being.
Yeah.
But I don't see really a second season of any of these. I would like to see a second season of WandaVision, but
Yeah.
how they plan on using her still in the big screen movies and not really
Wait, hold
doing
on.
anything?
So think about this. You're saying that because what they have is Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, What If, Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Secret Invasion, Ironheart, Armor Wars, and an Untitled Wakanda series. They also have the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, so it obviously doesn't count in this
The
conversation.
Wakanda series is already going. They've already got a 5-year contract for just the series alone.
Yeah.
For that.
I thought it was just his
There's already-
production studio.
there's
Ryan
two
Coogler's
season-
production
there's
studio
two
had
se-
signed a 5-year contract.
I thought they had a
They signed out a 5-year contract
TV
to
series.
make a Wakandan television show.
Yeah.
That's what it was for.
So
There's
so
already
then that
2
probably
seasons
went
of
2
Loki.
seasons.
Loki has 2 seasons.
Okay.
That one I can see.
Okay.
But I'm saying like all of them like WandaVision. I just saying because of what it is. Like it's a tie-in.
It seems
and,
like a segue more than
yeah,
anything.
yeah. And I need a Vespa.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, man, that blunt smells like barbecue sauce too.
You are having a stroke.
I am having a
Okay,
stroke.
bro. Chili's looking ass nigga. Fuck.
Wow.
Barbecue sauce.
Oh, okay, I get it now. All right, I'm not offended anymore.
Now I'm not offended. I was offended at first. Now I'm not.
Baby back roof.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Vic said you need to be closer to the mic.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Stop backseat
whiskey.
podcasting, nigga. No,
It's all right, man.
We
Next,
appreciate you.
next week we'll have new furniture. It'll all be good. You won't be so far away.
He
from
said
the
you sound like a
mic.
side character because you're a
Right.
Negro. He didn't say that. That's me saying that. But it's because I know what he really meant.
Racist.
You should fight him. It's Black History Month. You don't stand for this. You're
Right.
sitting down right
You
now.
don't stand for that, King.
Know your worth, King.
Know your worth. I
Know
know
your
my
worth,
worth.
King.
What is it?
About $150.
Apparently, mine's $1,000.
Mine $350.
Because he won't kill me for anything less than that.
Did you say at least $1,000 to kill this man?
You said if he had to choose between the two of us being 500
I just do an arbitrary value. What is our price?
Oh my god! Like I don't fucking know. Like
Well,
if-
Marcus
I
said
feel
it's
like
not
if
a
you-
number high enough.
Yeah, I feel like they would have to offer me a lot to murk y'all.
10K.
Right.
That's not enough.
not
Like,
enough.
like I literally need a lot to murk
You
y'all.
know what
Like,
I'm
Quarter
saying?
mil.
I like y'all
This is big.
enough.
Quarter
Y'all
mil?
piss me
No.
off, but like,
Yeah, it's like
if
that.
y'all weren't there, who would piss me off?
Thank you. Exactly. Exactly. It's like that brotherly love type. I want to
You wiping-
fucking kill
wiping your
you.
tears
That's
away
what
with
that
the millions,
is.
like the money you got from it.
I don't have a price for any of y'all.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm
that
saying.
doesn't mean I do it for free, but
That's low-key what it sounds like.
I just I don't like killing in general, so I just feel like I wouldn't be able to.
Nah,
but
but he'll fucking shave your elbows with a cheese grater, though.
I would. Ask me how much I'd torture y'all for. Yes.
A Klondike bar, and that's even worse because he hates Klondike bars. Like he doesn't think that they're good.
He'd do it for the hate of the Klondike
I feel like
bar.
the hype is not as high for Klondike bars, but I don't think it's bad.
Let's put it this way: it wouldn't be anything under $3 million for me to kill any of you. Because
Wow.
the
At least
reason-
I know my price is $3
No,
million.
no.
It's on the low
Hear me
end.
out. Hear me out. The reason why I say under $3 million is because I suck a dick for $3 million. So
This guy.
realistically speaking,
I would like to point out that as a straight man, I'd probably suck a dick for 10,000.
What?
That's enough
what?
money to make me feel comfortable.
you know
right
what? Tax free. I'm with him.
You
Tax
can't
free,
quit
yeah.
your job off that money, though.
Oh my.
Who said anything about quitting your job?
Hey, man.
Our live cast ended.
No.
That's what it just showed me on pod.
Maybe it's just how long that we could be on the Podbean.
No, it still says on air on here.
How much longer y'all trying to be?
How much longer you trying to?
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock already, G.
Yeah, okay. Well, if y'all want to call it quits, we can call it quits. It was really just a test run just to see how it works.
Oh yeah, we're gonna leave it
Hold
here at where Teddy says he'll
Hold
suck
up.
dick for 10K.
Exactly.
Check back next week where we're going into more detail.
Yo.